It's weird. Who would have ever thought?
I know, that makes no sense.
When we started doing this podcast, that one day we'd both be club owners.
Right next door to each other.
Yeah, that's what's hilarious.
Yeah.
And people are like, does it bother you that Redban opened up a club 3 doors down? I'm like, no, it's great.
It's great because it's, you know what it's like? You have 2 rooms, like you have your beautiful big boy or whatever, but that
Fat
to me
man.
is the main room. Yeah, Fat Man's
it's
the main,
like
room.
the main room.
And then your other one, I think, is the OR. And I feel like mine's kind of like the belly room because it has the same, like, you know, the same kind of shows that are in the belly room. The same kind of, like, the comics are experimenting with new things over there. So it's kind of like the main 3 now. I think it's kind of cool.
Well, we have so many good spots just on that one street. I mean, Vulcan is just a few doors down. Creek in the Cave is just a block away. It's crazy. It's like, and when you're in town, and when different comics are in town, like Voss was at the Vulcan, and then he came by and did my club, and then, you know, all these different people are doing that, just going back and forth, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's and I think it's because there's no major sports teams here, right? You know, so there's music and comedy are the big things in this town.
Yeah.
So
I think the music set everybody up for going out to see live shows.
Yeah.
Because there's like a culture of going to see live shows in this town that was established by people going to see music. I mean, there's so much fucking... Alice Bullard got ripped off. Did you see that shit?
They're in South Carolina, I think.
Fucking cunts.
what happened?
Dirty thieves.
Broke
They
into the
stole...
trailer.
Yeah, they broke into his trailer, stole his guitars, his amps, everything. And now he's got 3 more shows and no equipment.
I saw that.
So is it Ellis Bullard Music on Instagram? I think he's going to put up a
Kickstarter.
GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe, yeah.
He's got to go out and buy guitars.
Oh, look
though.
at that.
Oh, look at that guitar, too.
You know, that's a kind of guitar though that when somebody tries to sell it, it'll probably get back to him. Like
Well, hopefully because of this, we'll tell everybody. But it's he's what is it? A 1979 guitar? Is that what it said? A Dobro?
Yeah, so an Eastman 10D, Dobro, 2 Telecasters, and a custom.
Fucking scumbags.
that sucks. That couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Too.
He's the best. He's talented as fuck too.
Yeah,
Those look
there it
good
is, 1979 Dobro.
Yeah, man, that's ugly. There's some scumbag musician that'll buy that knowing it's stolen.
Right.
Desperate people.
That sucks.
Yeah, thievery is just so gross. It's amazing how little there is, though. You know, I was thinking about that the other day about car accidents. People suck at driving, but God, it's amazing how few car accidents there are. Most people, every day, just moving around, no car accident.
It is weird, and you have to have trust in everybody too. Like there's sometimes when you're driving by the semi and you're like, okay, I hope you see me.
Yeah, bro, it's all phones. People need that Apple CarPlay. It's the shit. You can do anything that you need to do without ever touching the phone. You just say, "Hey Siri, call Redban." Bam. "Hey Siri, text my mom." What do you want to say? And then you just say it. It's like you could say, "Hey Siri, navigate to," and you go wherever the fuck you need to go. You don't have to touch anything. It's the best.
It's a real bummer that Tesla won't do that.
Why won't they do that?
Because they said that theirs is better than Apple. It's not. It's
not.
It's one of the worst things I've ever used.
They get some things right and some things really wrong. Really wrong is the fob. What is it called? It's not called a fob. What is it called? The
car key thing?
The stupid handle.
The yoke. Yoke.
Oh, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's just no with the yoke. Give me a goddamn steering wheel.
Well, now you can. Now they give you the option. You could probably get yours retrofitted with it back on now because it's an option when you order a car now.
Can I get the horn in the center, please?
Exactly. That's the dumbest thing ever.
Sons of bitches.
And they also sell third-party steering wheels that actually is a yoke, but they see the one on the bottom right where it makes it a little bit better.
That's actually cool.
Yeah.
That's third party. They did a nice interior in that car too. Yeah, the interior is like I was in the interior of a Porsche electric car. It's very nice. Very nice. That's the new one?
No, that's another aftermarket.
But do they have it as an option?
Oh,
can I go to Tesla and say, "Hey, get rid of this whack ass steering wheel"?
Yeah. Yeah, when you order, just go to Tesla.com and act like you're ordering a car, and one of the options should be a Model S.
One of the options is you can get a steering wheel.
Yeah,
now.
from what I understand.
It's just for driving, for actually like turning and parking. It's stupid.
Yeah,
the yoke is stupid.
It's funny because when they first, there, right. steering wheel.
Yeah, you can choose regular.
Aha. Give me a goddamn steering wheel.
Yeah, when they first announced it, though, I was like, that is the coolest thing ever. I want that so bad. But just like the little thing of not putting the horn in the middle and the turn signals.
It looks like the horn.
No.
The horn's back in the middle.
Yeah, it's in
Is
the
it?
middle.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's what I need, Elon.
Why
Come on.
wouldn't you put the horn in the middle?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Look what I'm seeing is when I change it from yoke, the buttons all stay the same. It's just the outside.
Yeah, because the new yoke has the horn in the center as well.
Oh, that does?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they fixed it. But mine doesn't.
Yeah,
Mine sucks.
the dumbest-
Some guy cut in front of me, and I was like, Jesus, buddy. Just looking for the...
And the turn signal, do you constantly hit the turn signals?
Always wrong.
So bad.
Accidentally hit left, right. This is the stock is the way to go.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It never gets in the way. There's nothing back there.
Right.
Your hands are never back there. So it just goes
Right.
left, right. We know how to do it. It's perfect.
Yeah, there's even that second stock that I even forget that that's even there sometimes because I
Yeah.
never even see it.
Yeah.
The one in behind this left stock.
Well, that's the adjuster, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But there's like a whole thing there you never see,
In doing everything on the screen to make things simple, they make things way more complicated. Like if you have to adjust your mirrors, Jesus Christ.
Right.
You got to get in there and and then lift for the left and lift for the right.
No.
Stop. You're making me think too much. When in my car, I don't even have to look at it.
Yeah.
I just reach over, I press the button, and I can adjust it. I just do it real quick, easy. It's better. Physical buttons are better.
Always.
Always.
Slide to reverse. The worst is when the car has their volume knob and adjustments on the screen.
Ugh.
And you're
terrible.
like, am I touching up volume?
You want to be able to do it where you can keep looking at the road. Just reach over, grab the knob, turn it to the left, turn it to the right. You know? Volume. We know how to do it. Temperature. Easy. Button.
Yeah.
Button go high. Button go low. Come on.
Just make the buttons look sexier or
Yeah.
prettier.
Porsche knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Porsche's got all buttons. They figured it out. I looked in their interior. I'm like, that's a better interior. They know how to do it. They've been doing cars forever. Everybody tries to like reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
Some parts like blinkers. Click, 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 click. Just keep it like that. Don't be putting it on the steering wheel like an asshole.
And companies are coming back to it also. Look at the latest MacBook Pros. They're bringing back the SD card reader. They're bringing back all the ports that they got rid of,
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, but then you hear these rumors that the iPhone is going to get rid of buttons. And it's, it's going to have 0 buttons. The whole thing is...
What disturbs me is going to all wireless charging. Ugh. Like, why are you doing that?
That's the worst.
You know it's slower. That doesn't make any sense. Like, just making that everyone has to have a wireless port somewhere. Everyone has cords, man. Keep the cords. Just go to USB-C.
You see that? I saw Lou post this yesterday. It's
Yeah.
like the new
Prototype.
Ultra, but this has, who knows if this how it's going to be.
It's going to have the new USB-C port, which is the
This is the
positive.
Ultra?
Yeah, it's basically the same, but I guess that's like the Ultra watch, I think, probably with the titanium outside,
So what is
maybe.
different?
The screen border is a lot smaller. It has a USB-C port now, and the volume rocker is not. It's not 2 buttons anymore. It's 1 long button. And the mute button, the clicky switch to mute that never works, is now a button that's going to be used for like an action button, I guess.
So how will you mute it now?
You probably hold that down for a second or something.
that
like
makes sense.
Yeah.
Look at this top comment. I will never use an iPhone. Android people are hilarious. They are so in a cult. They really don't like. We're against the machine, man. Literally, your phone is used by more humans than any other phone on Earth.
I sent him photos to a group chat last night, and half a second group chat without the Android person, so they can get the photos uncompressed and they look good. Because in that group chat, they're all fucked. They can't see the photos. I don't know if you know that.
Oh,
If you have an Android person in your iPhone group chat, they get the photos good. That Android will get them, but every other iPhone will not get them good.
why? Oh, because it
Because it has
compresses
to
it
go
because
like
of
to
the
that
text.
SMS, and then it goes to everybody else. You have to like leave them out, make a new group chat, be like, sorry, but
Is that
now
why
you
it
get
always
them in.
says like message failed to send,
Yep,
and
yep,
then
yep.
I'll send it like 10 more times, and people are like, "Why does he send me this 10 times?" Because it keeps on saying it failed.
Yeah.
So it's like if you text message from an iPhone, it's inferior. If you text message an image, which text, not
Yes,
which
I don't.
SMS.
Not trying to talk shit on the Androids, but that's what they'll see it perfectly fine and be like, "What are you talking about? I see it looks great on my phone. Look, I'll send you photos.
but it
great.
gets compressed to the iPhone.
But yeah, when it goes from that Android to the network again, it'll be dog shit on those fucking Androids or on iPhones. I'm sorry. Especially video.
That it's very frustrating that you can't just go back and forth, that they've created this walled garden with Apple. Because like one thing that Android does that's really good is they're always the first with like foldables. They're the first with crazy zoom lenses. They're the first with they figure out everything first. They have way better screen real estate. There's much more screen to an Android phone than there is to an iPhone. You know that stupid fucking what is that thing in the top that nobody really cares about?
Right, the
That
island.
the island.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here with your island. Who's using that island?
Android has better fake moons.
Yeah, the fake moon. I think I'm so busted with that fake moon. You can't sneak things past the internet.
Yeah.
When those guys figured out that you could take a blurry photo and put it up on a laptop and then zoom in on it and your phone will make it look perfect.
And I always wondered about that because when you got the Galaxy S21, you sent me a moon photo, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And it made me want one so bad because
know.
you sent me that.
It was pretty cool, but now I feel like a loser.
He just sent me a JPEG,
I sent you a drawing.
an NFT.
Yeah, it's fucking CGI. What are they saying it is? Because it's clearly whatever that process is. It's not a photograph.
No, it's like AI. It's pretty much, it knows what the moon looks like, and it uses yours as a reference to find what angle you are at, and then it just kind of fills in the gaps.
So stupid.
Yeah.
It's not a photo.
It's not a photo.
That's not a photo.
It's fake.
Like, how do they not get in trouble with that? That seems like that's a real like violation of trust.
I think it is in the writing somewhere. Like I think that people found out somewhere that it is in like the terms somewhere.
Yeah. What was their excuse? What was Samsung's excuse?
I don't think they've admitted to it.
Yeah. No, they did. They did.
No, I thought at first they were like, I don't know what you're talking about.
They're just gonna keep their mouth shut.
No,
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Their response was very Bud Lighty. You should.
Bud Lighty. Dude, has there ever been a business ever in the history of businesses that got hit with a boycott like Bud Light did? Who fucking saw that coming? Who saw that coming?
I mean, they fired 2 CEOs, right? Or
Yeah.
something like- that's crazy off of Image.
Well, they're down something like 21%, which is wild. That's so much, man. Like, there's bars that refuse to sell it.
That's ridiculous.
There's bars that refuse to sell it because it's causing fights. Because if people drink it, guys will fuck with them,
Totally.
which you totally could see. Some moron in a bar, bro, drinking a Bud Light? You wearing a fucking skirt, bro? You support Dylan Mulvaney? Who?
Yeah, I could see a lot of fights.
100%. I can see that happen. That's a surefire scenario in some moron bar.
Yeah.
You drinking a Bud Light?
Miller Lite and all the other beers need to like jump on this hard and just have like bikini beer commercials like nonstop right now.
with guns.
Yeah, with guns.
Just tits and guns.
Hunting and
Yeah. The problem is like light beer is a true alcoholics beer because it's something you could drink all day long.
yeah.
That's like a guy who just likes to work on transmissions. He's just back in the backyard just drinking Bud Light
Yeah.
all day long.
I stopped beer. I used to only drink beer, and I'll have a beer once a year maybe, but I just stopped drinking beer.
Tequila's better.
Yeah.
Tequila seems to be the best in terms of like how you feel afterwards.
Oh yeah.
I mean, all of it's poison. All alcohol is basically poison.
Absolutely.
But tequila seems to be the best poison. Like your body absorbs it the best.
Better. There's no really hangovers as much with that. Also.
Yeah, now when I drink whiskey, we've been drinking tequila a lot lately. Now when I drink whiskey, I'm like, oh.
Yep. Tequila press. You ever have that?
What's that?
That's it's tequila with soda and a splash of Sprite. It's great.
I just like the taste of tequila. I don't like, I mean, I'll drink stuff like at the bar downstairs. I always have those Wild Childs. Those are good. They're tasty. But I like booze to taste like booze. I like to know what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
I like to smell the fucking evilness in it.
I don't. I mix my shit with like Kool-Aid and stuff like that.
Yeah, you got to prime.
Yeah, this shit. It's just like the most sugary drink that doesn't have sugar in it. Like,
What are they using for a sweetener?
I don't know.
I haven't had the
My eyes suck.
hydration one, but I had the energy drink one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean they taste amazing, but they also taste like Kool-Aid for like with 3 times the sugar in it.
Really?
So it's really good. I mix this with like vodka and stuff. It's a good mixer, but yeah, it's too much, too strong.
Well, that hydration market, all of a sudden everyone's realizing they're not hydrated.
Yeah.
There's so many hydration products out now.
And all those hydration products, the sodium content in those are out of control. I don't know if you ever looked at like just like one of the hydration products, sodium levels. Because I've been drinking like 2 or 3 of these thinking I'm drinking water, like doing good for my body. But then you look at the sodium level, it's like 1,000 milligrams. Or like
I don't necessarily think sodium in and of itself is bad for you.
No?
No.
I think that's the electrolytes and stuff they're adding. And
Yeah.
Some of that you want.
Yeah, you want some,
Right.
particularly if you're exercising. Like if that's an athletic drink, then you definitely want some sodium. You want all kinds of stuff.
This only has 10, so that's not bad at all.
I don't think sodium. I think that's one of those things where there's like a lot of common misconceptions. Like salt. Like people worried about salt's bad for you. Salt's an essential mineral. Like you actually need salt. Like I don't necessarily think salt's bad for you. I think we've got a lot of wives' tales floating around, and people, had some information at one point in time that seemed to link sodium to certain diseases, but now I don't think they think that anymore. Let's find is sodium bad for
yeah,
you?
looking like sodium in sports drinks
Yeah, I
and
mean,
stuff.
Joey Diaz
Yeah.
used to always
Sodium.
say
Yeah, but that's just Joey. Monosodium glutamate.
I heard that there was a salt that was bad for you. This is another one of those tales. Like Himalayan salt or pink salt is
Really?
they found out there's something bad in it now.
Really?
Yeah. I might be wrong, but
I thought that was supposed to be the salt that's the best for
exactly.
you.
Yeah.
That might. I
That's
think
like brown rice,
Maybe
know?
it's because they're not getting it all from there, and they're saying it's that. I feel like I might.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, like they're getting some bullshit salt.
Not that they're dyeing
selling
it pink, but yeah, they're like saying it's that, and it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dirtied mine or something.
Pouring Kool-Aid on it.
Right.
Turn it pink. Yeah.
Sodium in sport. How? What am I looking like? How much or?
Yeah, is sodium bad for you? Google, is sodium bad for you?
Well, no.
Yeah, I think it's like everything
This
else.
is the quick answer. It says I should probably ask ChatGPT.
Your body needs a small amount of sodium to work properly, but too much sodium can be bad for your health. Diets higher in sodium are associated with the increased risk of developing high blood pressure, which is a major cause of stroke and heart disease. You know, the problem with that is diets high in sodium, those people are probably overeating too. Scroll, who is that source?
FDA.
FDA?
Yes, you can't trust them.
They're bought out by the pharmaceutical companies as whores.
ChatGPT. See what
They are whores. Do you know what's wild when you see? Have you ever seen like different people that were the head of the FDA and then where they go after they leave?
Yeah, they're major corporations.
It's
See,
always
yeah.
Pfizer,
Yeah.
Moderna. They go straight to drug companies. That should be illegal. That seems insane. That seems insane that you literally could be the regulatory body that helps these pharmaceutical drug companies and then join them and get millions of dollars.
My girlfriend just went to an allergy person where she had to get like 1,000 shots and find out what she's allergic to, and she's allergic to everything. And she doesn't have insurance, so she went to the doctor and they were like, okay, we'll work with you not having insurance. And they finally prescribed her pill, and it was like $1,200 a pill or something like that. Like she went to go pick up her prescription and it was thousands of dollars, and she had to do it like every 2 weeks to get it filled up. Like, how would you ever, like, one pill's $1,000? Like,
For allergies?
yes, I wish I knew what it was, but like, it was the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, how would you expect anyone to pay for this? And you have these pills at HEB right now? Like,
That's what that Martin Scarelli guy, whatever his name was, that's what he got in trouble for, right? Jacking up the
yeah,
price of
jacking up the
pharmaceutical drugs.
price. Yeah.
So what's the story with sodium?
So I got an answer from ChatGPT. It basically started off saying the same thing, but down here it gives you like a recommended.
Okay. Sodium is an essential nutrient the body needs in small amounts to function properly. It helps maintain the balance of fluids in the body and supports nerve and muscle function and helps regulate blood pressure. However, consuming too much sodium can have negative health effects. The most common concern with consuming too much sodium is that it can increase blood pressure, which can lead to higher risk of heart disease and stroke. High sodium intake can also increase the risk of developing kidney issues and osteoporosis. Recommended daily intake of sodium varies depending on age, sex, and other factors, but in general, adults should aim to consume no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day.
It's not that much.
Yeah, foods that are high in sodium include processed and packaged foods, fast food, salty snacks. See, that's my point. It's like all that stuff, like it's associated with it, but is it causal, right? Is that what's causing it? Because the thing about people with high sodium diets is that usually their diet is bullshit. They're just eating all kinds of crap. Mm-hmm. Like if you have regular food, like healthy food, but you put salt on it, is that bad? Because I'm betting it's not that bad. I'm betting whatever the fuck is in the other stuff is what's getting you. You know, it's like whenever they do those epidemiology studies where they study like your diet based on like you fill out a form, like how many times a week do you eat meat? How much cancer do you have? And then they like pool all that information together and they go, meat is associated with cancer. Well, it's like, what else are you eating? Are you eating grass-fed steaks? Or are you eating some shitty burger that's in a fucking processed bun with some goofy-ass mayo with salt and sugar all over it and fries and shakes? Like, how do we know it's the meat? It sounds like your diet's bullshit. There's like so many people have bullshit diets.
Yeah.
That said, like, salt can't kill you. Like, if you, like, eat a pound of salt, you're fucking dead as shit.
They used to think MSG was like this horrible monster.
I don't think
people
they think it's
still
bad anymore.
Huh?
I don't think they think it's bad anymore.
Right. It's not bad anymore.
Yeah, monosodium glutamate used to be the devil.
Right. And there was a reason for it, and it was something really stupid. It was like legalization of marijuana is stupid. Like,
really?
It was never bad for you. I forget what it was.
Wow.
Salt industry or something.
Bourdain always told me it wasn't bad for you. It's like, no, it's essential. It makes food taste way better. Mm-hmm. Especially like that kind of old school East Coast Chinese food with monosodium glutamate. It was the best.
Yeah.
The best.
It's delicious.
The best. Put in more MSG.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just don't eat it every day.
I'm for imitation crab. Do you know imitation crab is actually really good? Like, have you ever seen those imitation crab legs at the grocery store and they look real, but it says imitation? It tastes exactly like crab legs.
But what's in there?
It's just fish.
Yoga mats.
It's just that's what I thought. I thought it was just like yoga mats and like wheat or something. No, it's fish. It's just a different kind of fish.
Oh, Alaskan pollock. Okay.
And
main ingredient.
Yeah.
Pollock tastes good though.
And if you get some
wheat. That's it.
Wait, it is
wheat and egg white. Yeah, binding ingredients.
Oh my God, I thought it was
yeah,
joking.
that's why. Because one of my kids cannot have imitation crab meat because of that.
Holy shit! I didn't know there was wheat in it for real. But you get some like hot butter. Those things are just—it's amazing.
Look at that word. Transglutaminase. Transglutaminase. Enzymes.
That's a coagulation binding agent.
Ugh. Oh, that shit ain't good, Brian. just eat the regular pollock. Doesn't have wheat and fucking binding agents in it, but it tastes good.
It tastes exactly the same.
Yeah, like if you get like there's certain Chinese food they give you fake
Right.
crab.
Sushi, some sushi has it also.
It's good though, tasty. But it is wheat. You're eating a lot of wheat.
It is crazy that there's wheat in there. I was just joking about having
Yeah.
wheat in there.
It makes sense because it's like dough. You know, they have to take all that fish meat and just smash it into a shape.
There's a chef in New York at a restaurant that used transglutaminase treated shrimp and made pasta out of it. This is pasta made from 95% shrimp.
Wow.
Whoa.
Sounds interesting. I mean, we have those like I've seen chicken, like pizza, like as the bread kind of. You know how they do it with cauliflower and stuff. But I've seen it done with chicken. Like
The Avant-Garde Restaurant, WD-50.
It's just chicken made with that stuff. It's probably the same thing.
Huh. Wow.
Meat glue.
Meat glue.
Ooh, meat glue?
Never mind.
It's meat glue. I wonder how that feels going through your colon.
I found this place that's up where I live, and it's called Taco Casa. And I went to it once, and I was like, holy shit, this is the best white shitty tacos I've ever seen. You know, like white people tacos,
Right.
like your parents used to make. Found out that back in the 60s, this guy was friends with the creator of Taco Bell, and he had a couple franchises. And then that guy that owned Taco Bell sold the company to Pepsi in like the 80s or so. And the guy that had like all that was friends with him had all these his own Taco Bell restaurants, and he's like, "Fuck Pepsi, you know, I'm just going to rename my franchises to Taco Casa, but keep the exact same menu that Taco Bell has and all the ingredients." Pepsi then changed all the recipes for Taco Bell, and that's why Taco Bell, when you were a kid, seemed like it tasted better and everything was better. It's because they changed all their meats and they changed all their ingredients. Taco Casa is Taco Bell from the 60s, 70s with the original menu items. It even has the color scheme as the old advertising of Taco Bell.
Really?
Yeah, and you go in there and you're like, holy shit, this is the best tacos ever, and it's just Taco Bell from the 60s, and it is amazing.
Wow.
Highly recommend, and they're fans of you. Because I always Instagram and tag them and stuff places.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's kind of cool. Like if there was a McDonald's you could go to that was a real McDonald's from the 50s where they cooked all their fries and beef fat.
Yep, exactly the same.
Yeah.
I just got it again for the first time recently, maybe 3 years. McDonald's. The Big Mac was so fucking small.
Yeah. Oh, they're
So
all small
tiny.
now.
It was the small. It was like a regular
Smaller?
burger size. Almost.
Everything's smaller now. Yeah. The quarter pounder is the only good meat at McDonald's also, because that's the only one that's not frozen. So if you want a Big Mac, you ask for a Big Mac with quarter pounder meat. That's the way to do it.
Oh yeah, I guess they did do this, but it was so small. Like they made a bigger Mac at one point, but it was so tiny.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't filling at all. It was like 5 bites and the whole fucking thing was gone.
Well, Whopper also. I don't know if you've had a Whopper lately.
They're smaller?
It's just bullshit. It's like it doesn't even have that. You know how it used to taste like smoke and everything? And
Yeah, flame
it doesn't
broiled.
have that anymore. And
Really?
I guess Burger King just announced they're closing like 250 stores. Like they're on the way out, I think.
How are you gonna fuck with In-N-Out? You know?
I had it last night.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't. Like, there's a reason why that has a giant ass line.
Not where I live. You just
Really?
walk right up to the counter. There's not one car in the drive-thru. It's the most amazing thing
Maybe
ever.
I shouldn't tell people about it.
I know.
You fucked up. If there was a Five Guys near me, I'd pick that. That's my favorite.
And that's right next door to Five Guys.
They're the best.
Yeah.
I think that's the best because you can get jalapenos and bacon and.
They're so expensive, though. That's ridiculous. One burger's like $13. I guess it's not fast food, though. That's what you have to
They're
tell
cooking
yourself.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cooking it in front of you. The fries are better. They have those Cajun fries.
NADC burger. After talking to him, they're using awesome meat that like you can't get everywhere else.
Yeah, they're using Wagyu
Yeah.
ground beef. It's so fatty.
Yes.
That's why it's so goddamn
So
juicy.
good. It's so good.
Yeah, those NADC burgers, it's hard to fuck with that. But Golden Tiger's pretty goddamn good too.
Yeah. You just have to wait a while.
That place is the bomb diggity. Yeah, it's funny how like thick burgers used to be the thing, but a smash burger is better than a thick burger.
I agree.
Double patty smash burger.
That's the crispy ends and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, that's the way to go. I just love when you get a guy like Philip, who is a Michelin star chef, who just concentrates on making the best cheeseburger with American cheese. Like, that's the idea behind it.
Yeah.
And he's like, American cheese is the proper cheese for a cheeseburger like this, for a proper smash burger.
I wish he would tackle pizza. I want to see his take on pizza.
Yeah. Right?
Flat pizza.
What would it be?
What kind of style would it be?
Does Austin have good pizza? Is there
No,
one place that has like really good pizza?
There's one place up by me called San Giovanni's or something like that. It's a distillery during the week, vodka distillery, and then on Friday and Saturdays they have a legit pizza oven, and they cook pizza, and it's so amazing.
Have you had good pizza out here?
It's hit or miss. It's not. I mean, Ohio pizza is what we grew up on.
Yeah.
So we have very high standards for it.
It's so true.
But
This place that I went to in the Bronx, the Italian deli that made us a sandwich, G&R Deli, that place, if they moved out here, that they would make a fucking killing. If you had a place like that made sandwiches like that out here,
Pepper place.
You think
Pepper
they could get the
sandwiches.
same stuff? Like
yeah, it's imported from
ingredients and
Italy.
all that shit? Oh, okay. Well,
It's
then,
all
yeah.
imported from Italy.
Then yeah, fuck.
I mean, what would be the difference?
Nothing.
It's just imported
Well,
to
yeah,
here.
the thing they've always said, like we were in California, it's like it's the water. The water sucks out here. That's why you can't get the right dough. And it's like, nah, I don't know if that's
Stupid.
really it.
It's so
In
stupid.
Ohio, a lot of it's the oven. Like they use ovens they don't use everywhere else, kind of.
Like that was always the thing about California, that the water in California sucks. That's why the bagels suck.
Right. I don't know
Right?
if I'm buying
Everyone always said that.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe. Can't you just ship water? Like, how much water do you need?
Yeah.
You know, like, is this prohibitively expensive? Is it impossible to do? Like, what is wrong?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I feel like I've heard it busted, like a myth busted, but
Yeah.
maybe it is. I don't know.
But what do you think is in water other than water that would make your pizza better?
Well, the thing that makes sense as I'm saying it out loud now is the yeast, because that's in the air, is it not? Wouldn't that come from like the environment?
Yeast?
Is like
Well, it's a fungus, right?
yeah,
Or spores.
that changes the dough.
yeah.
right? I
right.
think.
Like, they would have different yeast because of different water. Well, like, what would be the content of the water? That's the question. It's like, water's not a mystery. You know,
Right.
water is not like some strange compound from another planet that we have to analyze. Like, we kind of know what's in water.
No,
It's
there's
H2O
minerals
so,
sometimes.
and minerals, right? So can't you add minerals that would sort of recreate whatever the mineral
Yeah,
content?
you should be able
That
to
seems
recreate
easy.
it. A little bit of rat hair in there.
A little bit of fucking
So we're open-
SSRIs floating into
We're
the.
gonna open a bagel shop.
Yeah,
Sounds like.
sounds like pizza. Pizza's the move.
Pizza and bagels.
We
pizza
need
bagels.
like a real legit pizza place here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's one we don't know of yet.
I sample them frequently,
yeah.
if not once
Well,
or twice a week.
The
Yeah,
person to
313.
ask is Portnoy, because I
He,
know
well,
he's-
I did ask him. So the place he went to, I'd never heard of. It's called like Samatoro or something like that. I've had it now, and
Mm.
it's pretty good. It's just it's not my style of pizza. I don't think it's his style of pizza either.
Right.
It's a little more. It's way too nice, kind of. It's really kind of thick, bready crust. He likes more of like a New York style
thin
kind
crust,
of thin,
like New
cheesy.
Haven, Connecticut pizza.
Yeah, he hasn't found a
like
good
that.
one here in Austin. And then like last week, he said that Houston is the worst city in the, that he's ever been to for pizza.
Really?
So
It's all on where the guineas go.
yeah,
You know, if the Italians go to, California, they'd have great pizza out there. And some of them did. There's some good pizza in California.
Oh, yeah, for
regardless
sure.
of what everybody says. But the bread does taste different. Bread in New York really does taste different. Italian bread from New York tastes better. It's like there's something missing when you get bread in California. Like there's something wrong with it. Mm-hmm. Just something. Just like an imitation. Like it's pretty good, but it's missing something.
Maybe it's the yeast.
Maybe it's used.
Maybe it's the yeast.
I'm gonna Google and see if there's a quick answer.
Well, like there's like where Cuban cigars are grown, it's a very small area where they grow the best cigars. It's very small, and they supply them to the whole world. Someone was just explaining to me, Bill Burr was explaining to me how most of the cigars that people buy when they buy Cuban cigars are frauds.
fake.
Yeah.
It just happened to him. A bunch of firemen gave him like 25 Cuban cigars, and he was like, "I got these cigars." And then like a week later, he said on his podcast that he found out they were all fake.
How do you find out? You gonna get them genetically tested?
Yeah, how do you know?
Yeah, but it makes sense because it's a small area. This area in Cuba where they grow the best cigars is not that big, and they supply the best cigars to the whole world. It's weird that like soil can affect stuff so much, like the mineral content. And
That's the
stuff of
100%
soil.
article I'm reading right now. It's talking about how they changed what they're putting in the soil to grow wheat and whatnot. That makes the air better, but makes the food not as good.
Well, this throws off everything because LA has the worst air ever. So.
Right.
Less acid rain is good for the environment, but potentially bad for bread.
But I don't think they're growing the bread in California is the problem. So it's
Yeah,
the Wonder Bread factories aren't out there.
Wonder Bread. Is that even bread?
It's so good.
It's so good. Wonder Bread with peanut butter and jelly is about is that food or is that dessert?
Yeah, that's a squishy sandwich.
Sunday night.
It
in
might be
Columbus,
just.
it
It's
used
more
to-
dessert than it is food. Like a Wonder Bread peanut butter and jelly sandwich is Wonder Bread grilled cheese is sensational.
Oh yes,
Sensational.
I agree.
But is it really bread?
No, that's more like a pastry, right?
It's a pastry.
That's a pastry. But I just recently went back to white bread just because I accidentally bought it once, and it was so amazing.
delicious.
Like that peanut butter jelly hits so much better when it's
Yeah.
just shitty white bread.
Yeah, like if you're gonna eat peanut butter and jelly is not good for you anyway. Let's
Right.
stop playing games.
Right.
Have it on a piece of white bread.
It's not good for you, but I also don't feel bad when I eat it for some
Right.
reason, you know?
When we were in New York, we stopped at Katz's Deli. 3 o'clock in the morning, had a Reuben. Oh my God, it was sensational.
Yeah.
It's that high. It's just oozing with sauerkraut and
Don't you think that's
sauce.
unnecessary, though?
It's perfect.
Like, you don't have to have
Shut
it that
the fuck
high.
up, you communist.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
It's amazing. Look, it was so good, dude.
Wow.
It was so good. And it's just the fact that it's the same place every time you go back. This guy that we've been going to, every time we go to this one meat cutter, like the way Cantor's works, or excuse me, the way Katz's works. Cantor's my favorite spot in LA. But the way Katz's works, you get a ticket when you walk in, and then you get a bunch of things punched on the ticket, and then you pay on the way out the door. Well, when you walk up to the meat cutter, then you give the guy your ticket, tell him what you want. He writes it down on the ticket. He gives you a little slice of pastrami to try. And this guy's been the same guy we've been going to for a decade. And finally, we had a conversation with him. And he goes, I'm celebrating 33 years here. I'm like, 33 years? Like, you started there when he was a kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a life. Can you imagine your whole life working at the same food place?
Probably long-ass hours, too. That's the place.
That
So
place is
crazy.
Classic.
It's nice.
It's so classic. And it's been the same interior since, like, you know, the fucking early 1900s. It's just an amazing place. It's a real, like, New York staple. And all those guys that are working behind the counter, the meat cutters, if you see the meat cutters in there,
Yeah, I was trying to find a
those
picture.
guys are all, like, classic New York characters.
Yeah. I could already imagine what they look like.
Yeah.
Why is there not a picture of them? It's just the food and people eating there.
Whatever. It's awesome. Old spots like that are the shit. They've just been. There's something about old places. Like, that's one of the things about the club that we have is that there's something about that old ass building.
It's amazing.
That building's got like a personality.
I was watching a documentary about that place, your place, a couple weeks ago when it was still a movie theater, and like they were in the projection room, and I guess that projection room would be around where the green room is.
It is the green room.
Yeah. And so it was really cool seeing it and seeing the differences and stuff. One thing, did you guys put in the spaceship when you walk into the lobby, or was that already there?
Yeah, we put that in there.
Well, it's weird because I just played the other Alamo Theater the other day. They have an amazing little room in there, and they have almost an exact replica of that spaceship on the second floor.
Like that it's crashed, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's like the round.
Oh yes, it's because that's Richard too, right? Is that Richard Weiss? Did he design that? I believe he did.
Oh,
Yeah.
it did? Because
Yes.
it's like it's so familiar to you.
That's because that's the recreation of the Close Encounters of the Third Kind scene, which is an amazing scene. Remember that scene?
Yes.
See if you can find that scene. I fucking love that scene.
Such a good scene.
God damn, that was good. When that big UFO just showed up, and it was near Devil's Tower, and took people aboard, and aliens got out. The mothership, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we started, that's
Wow.
fuck.
Look at that.
Oh, give me some volume, because it.
Give her 6 quavers, then pause.
She sent us 4 quavers, a group of 5 quavers, a group of 4 semi-quavers.
This is such a good movie.
Yeah.
We're communicating with UFOs
The
through
only thing these
sound.
races have in common are 5
I
signals.
hope somebody's taking all this down. What are we saying to each other?
It seems they're trying to teach us a basic tonal vocabulary.
It's the first day of school, fellas.
Take everything from the lady. All of her patterns.
Dun, 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 dun.
Why would they play the tuba though? If you're an alien, it would. I think if they were to make that movie today, it would be like very synthetic sounds, like EDM or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It wouldn't be like trumpets.
Back then, they never predicted EDM.
Yeah.
The closest they had was disco.
Yeah,
It was kind of EDM-ish.
yeah, but better.
That fucking movie was amazing.
Definitely sound like Skrillex. Fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, they have like keyboards and piano. I wonder why they decided to do it this way, to have language be communicated through music and lights.
Yeah.
That's the 70s.
It's the 70s, man.
They didn't know any better. Isn't it funny that even in today's science fiction movies, no one's on their phone?
Yeah.
There's a article I
weird.
read about that. I wonder if it's true. They said it's not interesting to watch people on their phones, so they just
It's
don't
definitely
play
not,
good
but it's
stuff.
also not realistic to not have people on their phones. Like, if it's a movie or is it not a movie? You know,
It's true.
only TV shows people are on their phones.
I just rewatched Top Gun the other day. Have you seen the original Top Gun in a while? That doesn't really
No.
hold up very well,
No?
man. There's a part where he's hitting on a girl, and then he finds out that the girl is with her husband or wife or boyfriend or something like that. And so then he just starts watching her. She goes to the bathroom, and he follows her into the bathroom and starts talking about how he wants to fuck her on the sink. And it's just
Whoa.
like, holy, how creepy. Tom Cruise is just going into women's restrooms and then talking about fucking her on a sink and shit.
Wow.
Like, it was weird. It was one of those movies my girlfriend's so young she hasn't seen, so I've been like, oh, you got to see Top Gun. And halfway through, she's like, this is the cheesiest movie I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, yeah, it is.
Those are the cocaine days. They were doing cocaine and writing.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the Showgirls days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Showgirls is the best
Oh, see?
cocaine movie of all time.
She's with her husband or stuff. He's like, ugh. He's drinking his Bud Light, by the way.
He's a regular Budweiser. He doesn't drink light.
Oh,
And he goes to the ladies' room, and he's going to follow her. Oh, my God. Give me some volume on this.
he just met
What
her.
a creep.
He just met her.
It's a long cruise, wasn't it, sailor?
It's too long.
What do you want to do? Just drop right down on the tile and go for it?
Actually, I had this counter in mind.
Great, that would be very, very comfortable, yeah.
It could be. Actually, I came in here to save you from making a big mistake with that older guy.
Really? So I could go on to a bigger one with a young guy like yourself?
Maybe. No?
This movie sucks.
I know. And this is the woman's restroom. He just met her 2 minutes before this.
This is so weird. It's so weird that she's not, get the fuck out of here, you creep.
Yeah.
And then other women aren't in there shitting.
Yeah.
You know, like the whole thing is just like, what the fuck kind of writing is this?
And she went into the bathroom just to like look at her lip or something. Like she didn't even do anything in the bathroom, if you notice.
Just want to reapply. Reapply makeup. Yeah. The writer strike's happening right now, right? Mm-hmm. So are all those late night talk shows fucked?
There's like I think they're showing reruns and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. They can't operate without writers?
I would just do AI. I'd be like,
How about just interview people?
yeah, exactly.
Just
do a
bring people in.
podcast.
You don't have to have writers.
Yeah.
Did you see the South Park episode they did with that?
No.
I think they had ChatGPT write an episode.
Oh, they
And,
did?
Like, at the end, it says like co-written by Trey Parker and ChatGPT.
Oh, no
It might
shit.
have been a joke, making a joke about the whole thing. like, a
Or
couple
they
weeks
might
ago,
have
but they
actually
might have
used
done it. Yeah, I
ChatGPT
don't-
to write
I
a
bet they did.
monologue.
They did it.
You could have ChatGPT write a lot of monologue for Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. That would be easy.
You should do. You should type into ChatGPT, make a romantic story summary between Joe Rogan and Jamie.
That would be easy.
Do it,
It
Jamie.
doesn't know who I am. I've tried.
Oh, really?
It sort of, yeah. It made up 3 people. I asked who works on this show before. It made up 3 names.
Michio Kaku had a very good point. He's like, it scours the entire internet. So it's like people write nonsense
Yeah.
and lies. It scoops up those nonsense and lies and throws it in there
yes.
too. Like it can't discern, but it will be able to eventually, supposedly.
I heard that there's people that work behind the scenes on like ChatGPT, and they're just like minimum wage, like McDonald's workers. That,
What?
Yeah, there was an article that just came out yesterday about ChatGPT employs people to. I forget what they do, but they kind of like fact checked or label the responses, and they're only getting paid like $15 an hour or
I
something.
think
Like
this was the This might not be the same article, but I think this is how they were using it to program it, maybe.
OpenAI used Kenyan workers for less than $2 per hour to make ChatGPT less toxic. Less toxic?
Yeah, there used to be a service a while ago, a long time ago. I forget what it's called, but you would ask a question and people would do that. They would answer for you and then respond, sort of like cha-cha or some shit like that.
There's something super creepy about the fact that it's become totally normal for companies to use people in other countries that make almost no money to make things that they sell for thousands of dollars, like iPhones.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's so weird that no one has shifted to manufacturing something like an iPhone in America. No one has shifted to manufacturing all these things that you see in these fucking creepy places where they're digging minerals out of the ground to make your phone. Like, one company, make everything here, pay everybody well, make me not feel like shit for buying a phone. I've tried to like find, is there a phone you can buy that's the most ethical phone?
Yeah.
Nah, not really. Not unless you want a fucking cord plugged into the wall.
Right.
Like, what's the most ethical phone? Yeah.
There used to be
Isn't
that
there
one.
the Fair phone? Is that like one?
There used to be that one.
Aren't they whack though? The problem is they can't compete.
Yeah.
You also have to use Android.
Yeah.
I will never use an iPhone. Is there anybody that's more in a cult than the Android people?
Talking to Brian Simpson, I would have to agree with that.
Brian Simpson's ready to switch.
Oh,
He's
is
ready
he?
to switch. I work on him sometimes.
Oh, you work on him?
Yeah. I work on him.
Just get him an Apple Watch and see
I
what
do.
happens.
I just do it 100% just to fuck with him.
Spread through it.
I'm like, come on, bro, come over to the blue. You don't want to send green text anymore. Like, he's like, well, when they come up with a USB-C, maybe I'll do it. But that way I don't have to change all my chargers. Like, oh yeah, that's the time. That's the time. You'll never go back. I'm like, once you airdrop someone a video in like 5 seconds, and you realize like, oh, this is like perfect resolution. It went through Bluetooth. I don't even have to have Wi-Fi on. Oh, great.
That's the best.
Bluetooth. AirDrop is the shit.
Yeah.
And the fact that they can't share back and forth with Android, that alone keeps me from, I mean, how many times do we take photos and just airdrop them to each other?
Yeah.
AirDrop's amazing.
It's amazing. I use it all the time to do it to my computer. Oh, they just announced yesterday that they're bringing Final Cut Pro and Logic to the iPad, which is insane.
Oh.
Like you could edit ProRes video on an iPad now.
Well, the processing power is so good now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That thin little thing has amazing battery life, crazy processing power. Final Cut Pro on an iMac.
Yeah.
Or on a iPad.
But the bad thing is, I think about like, when I edit Kill Tony and, all that stuff, there's no way that has enough storage space on that iPad to do all that
Don't
video.
they have a terabyte?
Yeah.
You get a terabyte.
I get
Biggest one's 2, maybe.
maybe.
Two. And I don't know if you can if plugging a hard drive in works the way it should on a laptop.
Just put it all in the cloud, Brian.
No.
Put everything in the cloud. We'll take care of you up here.
No.
Come on. All your dick pics. Up here in the cloud.
No, instead I have a closet of hundreds of hard drives.
Remember when we used to take them to the range and shoot them?
Yeah, that was fun, dude. That was a lot of fun. I need to do that again. I still need to get a gun.
I'm going tomorrow.
Oh,
You
yeah?
wanna go to the range?
Ah,
Let's go shoot guns.
yeah. Yeah.
What kind of gun you want? I'll get you a gun.
I was thinking a Glock like 17 or Glock 19 or
That
something.
fucking John Wick gun.
What's the John Wick
Dude,
gun?
you gotta see a badass gun. I don't really like guns that much, but that gun looked fucking sweet.
The pistol, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those.
What is it?
I don't.
Terran Tactical.
Sweet.
Go to
I
Terran
don't know what
Tactical's
it is.
Instagram
Oh,
page.
I want to see what that is.
It's a 211.
And why is it when girls shoot guns at gun ranges, they're always hot as fuck? Like they're like Angelina
That's
Jolie.
just on Instagram. If you go to the place where I go, there's some burly ladies.
Okay.
There's some stout women.
Yeah, there's also the shotgun he has.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it's also Terran's
Oh.
gun. The shotgun.
That's the
was
Glock.
fucking dope.
That's the 34. So that's the what Terran Tactical does. That's the Pit Viper. That's the one that I have. That's the
Ooh, that looks great.
that is the smoothest, flattest shooting gun. That thing is so nice.
Wow.
I'll show the shotgun too. Or no?
Yeah.
In action, no spoiler alert, but the shotgun in the movie was cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the movie. It comes out on streaming sometime in June, apparently. So I'll wait.
Yeah.
I can't go to the movie
Can't
theaters
either.
anymore.
Dude, I didn't even see Avatar yet.
Oh, Avatar! I saw Avatar in the movie theater. I took my kids though. We were on vacation and went to see it. It was great.
Yeah.
It's great. We didn't even see it in IMAX. We didn't see it 3D. It was awesome.
Wow.
Those movies are great.
Yeah.
It just sucks. It takes him 15 years to make one. But he's on the process of. They filmed a bunch in a row, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
There's
when is
another
the
one
next
coming out like a year or two or something like that. I thought.
Yeah.
He didn't want the kids to age weirdly.
He's a crazy fuck, that James Cameron, but he knocks it out of the park.
You see the Mario movie?
No. Was it good?
I heard it was fun. It's a fun movie.
Anything that's in the movie theater, I'm not seeing.
Yeah.
I wait till it gets on streaming. It's not that long.
Yeah.
I can wait a few months. There's plenty of shit to watch.
Me too.
Are you watching Succession?
No.
Do you watch it at all?
I don't watch any of those shows. I watched that new Asian show with Margaret Show. Was it Margaret?
Beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
David
awesome.
Show.
David Show.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Is it?
It's fucking great. It's easy to watch. It's the characters are all awesome. David's awesome in it.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
Yeah.
David's the shit. I love that dude. He's so nuts.
Yeah. He's great, man. He said he was thinking about moving here last time.
He wants to.
Yeah.
He wants to move here. Yeah. Yeah, I brought him to the club and toured him around. He's like, God damn. I'm like, yeah, it's paradise.
Yeah,
It's a real place.
He grilled my girlfriend because she's Asian. He goes,
Yeah,
"You're
where's
who
the
I
best
want to talk
spots?"
about." Yeah, like,
Yeah,
is
he's
this
funny.
good for an Asian place?
He's like, where can I get real fucking kimchi? Real fucking dirty, buried in the backyard kimchi. He loves that kimchi, man.
Yeah.
Kimchi and meat. What a fucking great combo that is. Elk meat and kimchi.
I've never had elk meat and kimchi, but I love. Kimchi.
Have you had elk meat before?
Just that one time you gave me some. It was amazing.
Did you cook it? Or did I cook it
I think
for
you cooked it for me. I brought it. But
I
that
should
was
have everybody over for a barbecue. It's getting hot. We should do a fucking daytime comics barbecue at my place.
yeah,
That'd be fun. You know who can cook? Donnell Rawlings.
yeah.
Donnell can cook. He can really cook. Like, I haven't experienced it perfectly, but I've seen some of the personally rather. But I've seen some of the photos, and Dave talks about it. He's like, he can fucking cook, like really barbecue. He knows his shit. Like, he gets like real intense about it too. Motherfucker, I can cook. I can cook. I'm like, okay, I believe you. I believe you.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, we should do that. We should have like a comedian's barbecue. That's what I want to do one of these days. The ultimate goal for the podcast is a ranch. To have a ranch where we can go and fucking launch missiles and drive ATVs and have a pond to fish in. And I want to have an outdoor amphitheater. I want to have like a place where we can go and we can do all kinds of wild shit. Like not just sit down and have a podcast, but like have a podcast on a fishing boat. Have a like just fuck around. Have some fun.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. We need to fuck around more.
Yep.
Like, we're getting older, Brian. We don't have much time left.
I failed at my eye test at the DMV the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So getting your license out here or getting anything done with the DMV out here is completely insane. You have to get your car inspected every year, even if it's brand new, even if it's electric.
Yeah.
And there's all these extra things. And the DMV was no different. I had to like do all this stuff. And finally, I get down to the eye exam test. And he's like, all right, read the bottom line. And I couldn't fucking read it. I said like, blue, blue. And he goes, there's no numbers in this. And I'm like, oh, shit. Because I was like, 1, 5, H, you know.
You were just blurry?
Yeah, and he goes, do you have glasses? And I'm like, yeah, I have glasses at home, but they're not that powerful. And he goes, you have to go home and get them. So he made me drive all the way home, like 30 minutes, and come all the way back. And then I put on the glasses, and this other guy takes out this other piece of paper and doesn't make me read the bottom, makes me read the middle. And he goes, I'm like, oh, I just have to read the middle? And he's like, yeah. And I passed immediately. And I was like, wait, why did this guy make me read like the very bottom from like 15?
He doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a Kill Tony fan. He's mad at you.
Yeah, maybe.
He's on the Reddit forum. Yeah, the regulations out here for that are a little stricter.
It is weird. I hate the inspection thing because they look at your tent, they look at everything.
Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah.
It's weird how much more free you are with other stuff, though. Like, even in the city of Austin, like, getting the club open was a breeze. There was, like, some stuff we had to go through, but everybody was really pleasant to deal with. Mm-hmm. No problems, you know? They're like, people are excited that comedy's here. That's one of the cool things about it. It's like the town itself. Like, I met the mayor the other day. He was cool as shit. And they're all excited that we're here. It's fun.
It's great.
It's like, it's a new thing, you know, to have, like, a whole comedy community just set up shop. you know? Like literally, like a giant chunk of the Comedy Store's here. Just setting up shop. Holtzman's here now.
My favorite thing is every week, like, who's in town this week?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
like we get our own comics coming to us. It's kind of like, it's fun.
Yeah, it's like our own little festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're flying people in. Like Ian Edwards was here last weekend, and it's like Russell Peters was here the weekend before that. It's fucking great. Harlan Williams is here.
Yeah, he killed it.
Yeah, he's hilarious. He's such a good dude, too. If you don't like Harlan, like, who doesn't like Harlan? Have you ever even heard a bad word said about that guy ever?
No,
Never.
No.
Never.
because he's the good kind of funny.
He's the
silly.
sweetest guy on earth. He's so nice to everyone. Always. Always has been. I've known Harlan for like 30 years. He's always been that guy. Hey, Buttercup. He's always been like super friendly to everyone. Managers, waitresses, staff. He's just a nice fucking guy. Funny as shit. Always been that guy too. So nice that someone could like make it in show business and just be the sweetest guy. You know? No worries at all. Yeah, so having guys like that like come in every week is amazing. Jessica Curson was here the other day. She did a couple of shows. Joey came by.
I wish Joey would have stayed longer.
Joey's so crazy. He only did one set. It's so funny. Like Joey was supposed to do. He goes, "I'm gonna do the 10 o'clock show." I go, "Do the fucking 7 too. Come on, Joey, go up there and fuck these people up. Come on." Because he hasn't really been doing that much stand-up, and so he had to get himself worked up, right? And he got worked
Got
up.
really angry
He
right
gets
before.
angry. Yeah, he gets angry at us. You know, and he fucking loved the fact that his quote is on the wall though in neon. Get
Yeah.
it together, bitch.
Yep.
How many times did he say that to us?
Get it together, bitch. Get it together.
He fucking probably said that 1,000 times. Every time you're about to go on stage, get it together, Redban. Come on, get it together, bitch. Let's go. Let's go, cocksucker.
Science.
Yeah, so he was here. Dave Smith was here. You know, the boy Ari and Shane and Norman are coming by this week. Oh my God.
Oh, that's great.
Next week, rather. We're gonna have so much fucking fun. It's been amazing, man. It's like a dream. Like when you're in that place, you're hanging out in the green room. Like this place is perfect.
Yeah.
Everything's perfect.
Yeah, I've been hanging out a lot more now. Ever since it opened, I was like, this is what I missed. You know, like this hang is what I missed.
The clubhouse, just the getting to talk shop. Like me and Tony and Sarah and Kim were just sitting in a booth last night, just laughing and talking shop. Just talking about gigs and bits and this and that and travel and you remember this time and that time and oh my God, it's fucking that camaraderie that you get from a home base is what I missed so much. And now I feel like we have it more than we ever had it before. If more than the store even. You know, it's like the store's back bar on steroids. And then when everybody goes down there and the music is awesome and everybody's happy, just such a great environment, man.
And you guys have one of the best staffs also. There's not like one bad staff member. Everyone's pretty just solid.
No, they're great. Well, because we brought so many people from the store, and then Carrie just took care of all. You know, she just knows how to handle stuff.
Yeah.
She's the best. It's just it's amazing. It feels like a dream. Like while you're there, like how is this real? How did we do it? And especially for us, because we talked about doing it for like 2 fucking years. You know, it's like for 2 years, everybody was like mocking us. Like, when's your club opening? I'm like, it takes time. It takes time, okay? It's not that fucking easy. It takes time.
And you've done so much to that place, though. You know, like there was a lot of construction. You lowering the ceiling. I heard took an extra 2 months just for that. You know, or
it was some time. Well, that was after Louis came by.
Yeah.
Louis came by and he gave me some really good pointers, a really good piece of advice. I should just say direction because I just did everything he said. You know, he's like, this stage is too big. You should make the stage smaller. I was like, you're right. Why is it so big? Yeah, okay, it's good. So like, this is like while construction was going on, they had to cut into the rebar and shit. Okay, we're gonna make this 2 feet shorter on each. I think we made 4 feet shorter on each side.
Of the stage?
Yeah, the little boy, the little room. And so then he said, and the ceiling was already low in the little room. He's like, lower it even more. Because all the ceilings, the way the Alamo Draft House was, it was a movie theater. So it was set up like a movie theater. It's like stage, you know, like concert stadium seating. And so what we did is we lifted the floor up in both rooms. So it's flat now, flat across. And then we lowered the ceiling as well. So we just made it just cozy.
Best sound system ever.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So amazing.
It's perfect. And it's like one of those things where when comics experience it, they realize like, oh, this is the optimum environment for doing the art, for being around the comics, having fun, all fucking around together and having a really good time, and the audience has a great time. It's magic. It's like everything I could have ever hoped it would be. Really is. And I'm glad that you're right next door too.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. It's awesome to have so many clubs, because like even people that are staff there, they're like those folks that work the door, those folks are all stand-ups. So if they have a spot like at the Creek in the Cave at like 9:30, they can punch out and go do their spot and then come back and punch back in.
Yeah, and it's amazing because like I did the secret show and half your staff is on the show when they're wearing their comedy mother. Like everyone's wearing the same staff shirts, and that's a good thing because that's never heard of any comedy club. Like in LA, they would never let you like clock out at the Laugh Factory to go do a spot at the Improv. Are you kidding me? That would never happen. So that's what there almost needs to be a position that all the clubs pay for, like a Yoni or somebody that goes in between each one and goes, "Hey, you have 3 minutes to go back to work."
Right. Well, we were trying to set it up for new talent too. Like the big thing that Burr and I actually talked about this is like the big mistake that a lot of these big clubs did is they stopped doing open mics because you don't ever develop any local talent. You gotta like bite the bullet on those nights, and you gotta have 2 nights of amateurs. I think 2 nights is the way to do it because that's how the store did it. And I think the development process here is probably going to be more accelerated, because you have more opportunities for sets. There's sets all around town. There's sets all around that block. And you're going to get to see like top flight comics who come into town, which is big for like young comics to see good comics. It's very important. For me, like growing up in Boston, especially starting out there, I was so lucky to be able to see guys that are already like really good. Because if you're in a spot like, some city where there's not that much comedy, you start your own open mic night, like who are you working with? Like, there's no one there. It's like it's hard to develop unless there's other like comics to sort of compare to and watch.
Absolutely. And that doesn't happen in a lot of these corporate clubs in cities where they just have like, a wacky comedy club. You can't just hang out there. You know, like they won't let you just hang out there as a young comic and watch. Also,
people kind of know what you're doing. They'll come in if Shane Gillis is in town. They'll come in if Rich Voss is in town. They'll come in and pay. But they're not going to be there all the time. It's like, but to set it up the way that we set it up, like, who the fuck's going to do that?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to do that.
We also, at Sunset, we have open mics on the day of Kill Tony. We'll have, before Kill Tony starts, we'll have 1-minute mics. So people can go in there and, just try a minute real quick before they go sign up for Kill Tony.
That's good. Because if you do get a chance to do Kill Tony, you already warmed it up.
Yeah.
That's good.
And to test out the timing, too. A lot of people think a minute,
Well, you have a good place, too, if a big comic wants to come, too, because you have 500 seats.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go up pretty high in that place. Right now, we only have it like at 200, 300 if we need to. But
so you have it like modular?
Yeah, we have it. So they take the seats out and make it how many ever tickets are. So to make it a little bit more intimate and stuff.
That's good.
Spread it out and stuff.
It's a good space, though. It's a good space for stand-up.
There's a speakeasy right below it, which is so weird. There's this light in the alley, and if the light's on, that means it's open. And if you go down our back stairs, you'll just see this door, and it's like, what's in that door? And you open that door, and it's just this underground bar that like looks like it's in the 80s, and it's really trippy. And it's so interesting that there's
really
And
how big is it?
It's pretty decent. It's about the size of like a Subway sandwich place or something. You know what I mean? It's like. Yeah, it's interesting though. There's the speakeasy business in this town is very interesting. There's a lot of secret bars.
Yeah, like how does that work? It's like they're private clubs, so they can get away with staying openly.
Right.
Yeah.
There's one down the street from us called like VCR Repair or something like that. You know what I'm talking? Floppy disk repair, and it looks like a computer store or something, like floppy disk repair.
You gotta get the code to get in every day. They change it.
Yeah,
really.
If you like go into a different bar, I think it's like the garage bar, which is in a parking garage. It's like you're like, why is there a bar in the middle of this fucking parking garage?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And you go inside, you're like, hey, what's the code to the other bar? Like they might tell you, they might not. There's another way to get it too. I read, but like I've never been in.
What's in the floppy disk bar?
Oh, show the picture of it if you can.
yeah.
I've never been inside of it because I always thought it was like, what is going on here? This is like a rug store in Glendale. This is a money front. Like, who's going here to get floppy disk repaired?
Rug store in Glendale.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
outside.
like look at that. It's like, what? That's a bar.
Oh wow.
There's the secret door kind of thing.
Huh.
That's a bar. It's like swings.
And so it's just a bar with.
special weird drinks. I
Okay.
can't really. There's not a lot of pictures of that one.
Alrighty.
But
Okay.
fun.
There's a lot of those in Austin, though. It's weird.
It's fun down there.
Yeah. There you go. A lot of secrets.
Like swings as the seats.
You've done that. What is that? Spider Ballroom.
Oh, yeah. The Spider Ballroom.
They do stand up there too.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, they do a lot of shows there. That's a nice little stage.
That's a dope looking room.
Yeah. They sold, I think the owners sold it to like a new owner, and so it's not the exact same as it used to be. It used to have like a lot more charm. Like there was an old piano outside that had been weathered down by weather, and they used to have this really cool courtyard with all this really cool stuff. And it looks like somebody just kind of cleaned it up now. So it's still pretty cool though. Have you done the Velveeta yet?
No.
Velveeta's across the street from like Vulcan, kind of.
Ron said there's another room across the street too called the Green Room. He said it's like 70 seats.
Oh, I haven't even heard that.
Yeah, me neither. I've been going there for 20 years.
What?
Yeah. So there's apparently another spot there too. All those, ask the locals. There's all sorts of mics that are going on all over the fucking place.
Yeah, I showed you pictures of the Alamo I did the other day. It was like being in
Yeah.
a circus. It was the coolest room ever.
I think Richard did those too. The guy who did our place. We got the same architect who did the remodel for the Alamo Draft House. So the same guy that did the Close Encounters thing, that beautiful thing, like that. All these Alamos are all themes. You know, They all have different themes, like the theme from The Shining. You know, when there's the one where it's the carpet with the big wheel in the middle of it. He did all those.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of like Fry's. Remember Fry's?
Exactly like
Yeah.
Fry's.
Rest
He
in
also
peace.
did the RZA has a bar in Staten Island called the Flying Guillotine, and it's like a kung fu themed bar. Like, cause Wu Tang's like, especially they're all into kung fu,
Right.
so it's all like, and that's why it's called the Flying Guillotine, because I think the Flying Guillotine was a kung fu movie.
Have you been to that Wu-Tang inspired restaurant here in Austin?
No, what is it?
You know what it's called, Jamie? Danny Brown took me to it, and it's something Wu-Tang. It's a restaurant, and like everything's, they only play Wu-Tang the whole time you're there and stuff, but it's like a Chinese restaurant. What? Yeah. Wu Chow.
Wu Chow's not Wu Tang inspired.
That's what
is it?
that's what Danny Brown told me.
I don't know about that. That's
Danny Brown told you that?
Yeah, he's because they played like
They play all
Wu
kinds
Tang
of
the whole
music
time.
there.
No, I don't know.
Oh, Danny Brown's drunk.
Yeah, maybe he was, or maybe I misheard him. But that was a while ago. But yeah, he took me there. That place is cool. I like.
Yeah,
the food
Wu
there.
Chow's great. That's TK's place. CK is he also owns that omakase sushi place, Toshikan. Have you been there?
No.
Oh my God, it's amazing. There's some good spots.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was CK was there and they're just playing Wu Tang.
Yeah, maybe because last time I was there, they were playing all kinds of music. But the Chinese food here is legit too.
Yes.
Have you eaten at Lin?
No.
Lin is legit. Lin, I think she started at Wu Chow and then left and started her own place.
Where's it at?
It's down. It's off Sixth.
West 6.
Yeah,
cool.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm up there, man. I'm up north, so I
Yeah.
don't really haven't gone to a lot of
You're
stuff.
out in where you hear gunshots at night.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where there's a bobcat that lives in my backyard.
Yeah, coyotes don't howl in your neck of the woods. They get shot.
Yeah.
Sidetracked. Old video I saw, but maybe it's new. There's a family walking through the jungle, I guess, and like a mountain lion or jaguar or whatever. It just pops up right next to them. Little kids, 2 little kids, guide, mom. They just freeze. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay.
Jeez. Where is it?
I couldn't tell. I thought as you were saying it, I was like, maybe this is a really old video. I felt like I had seen it before, but also just watched it yesterday.
There was a fox in my yard the other day.
That's cool. I
They
like
are so
foxes.
cool. They're
Yeah.
so cool looking. Their faces are so interesting. They're thinking. They're looking at you. They're like thinking. Like, what are you?
All right. Bam.
Family walks through the jungle.
Oh, wait. Hold on. There it goes.
Oh shit. I wouldn't be that scared of that.
Yes, you would. You would be scared as
It would
fuck.
take that little kid so fast.
It's lowered. Its stance. Look at it. Thinking about pouncing.
That's it?
That's
Bro.
it. That's it. Yeah, it just ends right there. I don't know what happened.
Where are they?
It doesn't say. It's like a Reddit. What the fuck happened? Like
Yeah, because that's a mountain lion. That's a. It could be a Florida panther. Could be a mountain lion. Maybe they have them like that. And do they have mountain lions in Mexico? I know they have jaguars. Do they have mountain lions in Mexico?
I don't know. I would think so.
I would think if they have jaguars, the jaguars fucked up all the mountain lions, probably.
Do you still have a cat?
No.
I'm thinking, I miss having a cat.
You gonna get another
I
cat?
don't know. I was thinking about getting one of those big cats.
Big fluffy ones? Oh, servals?
No, not that big.
Wild ones? Those
what-
are scary.
The ones that look like they're like a furry mask.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen those servals when they like feed them chicken wings and they growl?
No,
Yeah,
that's
those
scary.
those are primal, man. Those cats are real close to a wild cat. The people have them. They put them on leashes and shit.
Mary Lynn Ricecope has like a huge cat too. That's kind of like
Doesn't she
that.
have like a Sphinx cat?
Yeah.
Those are those hairless ones. Apparently, those are super affectionate because they're cold all the time, so they want to snuggle with you.
No, it's not that. It's what's it called? I think it's one of those giant cats you're talking about.
Like a serval?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are.
Yeah, like one of those.
Yeah, those are crazy cats, man. Look at that thing. Yeah, see, look at it. Whoa.
Jesus.
If you get too
Fuck
close
that.
to its food, it'll fuck you up. Look at that thing.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of cat
She has one of those?
Yeah. Let me
John Jones used to have those things. Yeah, those are they're real close to wild. You know, I mean, how much of a pet is that? Can you like cuddle with those things?
And wouldn't it just fuck your furniture up? Like,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you wouldn't have any furniture. I don't
Yeah, it
get
would
it.
destroy your couch.
Yeah. Nah, that's not the same thing. I don't think.
No, that's just a cat. She's got a cat.
But it's a huge cat, though.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. That kind of looks like a serval too.
Yeah.
That looks exactly like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things are when they get big, they're like 3 times a regular cat size.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, are you allowed to have those everywhere? Are those like the kind of cat? Like, is that count as a house cat, or is that some sort of a weird exotic that you can only get in certain states?
I think you're allowed to
I
have.
bet
them
you can't
just-
get them in California. California, you can't even. There's like a bunch of animals you're not allowed to have
Oh,
in
you need a
California.
license in Texas to get one.
Oh, you have to have a license.
It's illegal in every other state except for like these.
Whoa.
Yeah, interesting. So they are pretty.
Oh,
crazy to
okay.
have.
So they're illegal in California. So you need a license in Missouri, Oklahoma, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Maine, Mississippi, Montana, Idaho, North Dakota, and South Dakota. In all other states, serval ownership is illegal. Yeah, those are barely pets. Can you have a serval cat as a pet? Serval cats aren't legal everywhere in the U.S. Yeah, she's got one. of those.
That is one.
She's a criminal. Mary Lynn, you're a goddamn criminal.
huge.
How dare you? You're not allowed to have that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but they have to ruin your life. What was it? What else did it say about? Did it say like how dangerous they are to keep as pets?
That just said like the same thing as the thing on the top.
Say Google, are they dangerous? Or serval cats dangerous? I bet they're dangerous. I bet they fuck people up every year.
Depends how they're raised, I guess, right?
Yeah, they don't. Okay, the strength is much higher than that of a normal cat, and even if they don't mean harm, they can cause it simply by playing. Servals have a bite force at the canine teeth of 172 newtons, whereas feral domestic cats have a bite force of 56 newtons.
Wow.
Wow. That's a lot. That's a big fucking difference, man. That's more than 3 times stronger. That's crazy.
It would be cool to have one.
So it's standing over your bed, deciding it's going to kill you.
Yeah.
How many people get bitten by those things every year? You think anybody has ever died because a serval cat killed them?
No. Well,
bet.
I'm sure, yes. Yeah.
I bet one shitty kid.
Yeah.
You know, one kid was like hitting it with a stick or something. It just fucked him up.
Right to the throat.
How many times a year do people get injured by serval cats?
I'm looking. It's like, right, it seems like one happened at a zoo.
Oh, yeah, that's where it belongs. Well, it belongs in the wild.
Let's see. There's a video. Officials looking for owner of serval cat shot. It was killed over the weekend.
Ugh. Yeah, if they get out, you got to kill
That was in
them.
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh.
Fairfield County, which didn't seem like that was on the list.
Where are
of
they
legal
from?
Places.
Where are they from originally? People are so weird. Like a regular domestic cat's not enough for you. You have to get this monster.
Yeah.
Native to Africa, sub-Saharan countries, except rainforest regions.
Now Google serval cats getting crazy video. There must be something like that.
Yeah. Serval cat versus pit bull.
Oh, Jesus. I got my money on the dog.
Pit bull, yeah, definitely, 100%.
This also calls it a Savannah cat. You think that makes sense?
Yeah.
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 Angry Savannah cat. No, it's just in
Angry
someone's
Savannah
house.
cat.
It's just in someone's house.
Let's see what it does.
It doesn't do it. I don't have not a good one. Crazy looking cat on the loose. It's not.
Serval cat playing with kids.
It's not coming.
How about serval cat attacks? Let's see.
Getting crazy.
That's what I asked. I'm getting crazy, bro. Vicious serval cat attack.
At a
Oh,
birthday
no.
Party. Oh no.
Oh, boy.
They might not
Attacks
have
a
this. Yeah,
toddler?
this is just a news story. Oh, they could have it on.
Oh, that's. Whoa. Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
okay.
Just a
Wasn't
quick
that bad.
bite.
Little scratch. Not good though.
Not good.
What are you doing though?
Right.
You're hanging your baby over.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
fuck
why
is that?
would you have your baby anywhere near that thing?
What was the first video? There was another one.
That's not much of a tag video.
Vicious serval attack.
Seems like
Let's
it's not
see.
it either. It's like
Vicious. Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video.
so maybe they're holds its own.
Holds its
Showdown
own.
with a cheetah.
With a cheetah.
Whoa.
Oh.
So this is out in the wild.
Yeah, why is the serval cat fucking with him? Get out of there, bro.
Yeah.
This is a face-off.
Cats be crazy.
Yeah, but you see how big that cat is? Like, why would anybody have that as a house pet? That seems so ridiculous.
What's the video we've seen before? There's two animals just like this screaming at each other.
Oh, that was two lynxes. That was crazy. You ever seen that?
No.
Lynxes yelling at each other. They were trying to like fight over territory, but they don't want to injure each other.
Right.
They don't want to get injured, so they're like, reluctant to engage. So they're standing in front of each other going,
Oh, awesome. Look at their faces.
Someone put captions on it.
This is why she doesn't like you. How weird.
It is weird.
Who runs into this?
Whoa.
So cool.
It's interesting how they both like are in agreement that they're not really going to touch each other. Almost.
Look at the back legs on the one on the left. It looks like he has really big feet.
Oh, they do have big feet, man,
That's
because
weird.
they run in snow. They're cold weather cats. It is interesting when cats live in cold weather like that. Whoa.
It sounds like two little kids walking around in the backyard.
It's interesting how they both know not to get after it because they can get fucking hurt. So they're just like bluffing, even though they're standing right in front of each other. You ever seen a snow leopard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's another cold weather cat.
Yeah.
Like you always think of cats as like a jungle creature. Well, there's a lot of cold weather cats. Siberian tigers, big furry ass tiger.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everybody ran from for most of human history. Just running away from big cats. That's the cleanup crew of nature. Anybody with a limp? Anybody that can't figure out a spear? Anybody that doesn't know how to get to the top of the tree? That's a wrap. Have you been watching Chimp Empire?
No, what's that?
It's really good, man.
Chimp Empire.
Yeah, it's a documentary series that's on Netflix about these chimpanzees, and these folks like got embedded with these chimpanzees. The footage is fucking insane. It's absolutely insane. And these camera people are just accepted by these chimps because they've been there for so long. Wow. The chimps just act normal around these camera people, and they get to see them. Their social hierarchy, how they have waged war with neighboring clans. They control territory. Like the territory that has fruit is run by this one group of chimps. These other ones came in and killed a chimp, and it's crazy, man.
Oh, man, I want to watch this.
It's really intense.
When did this come out? Just recently?
It's pretty recent, yeah. It's really, really good, man. And the footage is like unprecedented. I mean, they used drones, they used camera people, they did all kinds of stuff to get incredible, like treetop footage, like up there with they kill a lot of monkeys. A lot of monkeys. Like, that's their favorite thing to do. They kill monkeys and eat them.
Yeah.
And when you watch it happen over and over again, you're like, oh, boy.
That's fucked up.
Oh, this little, like, legless monkeys, like, they're just eating his guts.
Oh, God.
Like, woof.
I just had that happen to me 2 days ago. I have this toad, and I nicknamed him Jeff. He just lives in my front yard, and he just sits underneath the light at night and waits for bugs to, like, fall on the ground underneath the light. And I came home the other night from mothership. It was like 2 a.m. I get dropped off, and I'm walking to the front door, and there's a possum with half of him in his mouth with blood just splattering out everywhere. And I didn't know what it was. I was like, is that a rat? Wait, what's in his mouth? What's he eat? And it's all, I have all my Ring camera, and the toad's just half missing, guts hanging out, still like frogging, and just blood, so much blood everywhere, dude. And one of his legs was just been sucked off the bone, just sitting there. One of the most goriest things I've ever seen in my life.
Possums are ruthless little fuckers.
Fuck them. I hate possums now.
They're weird.
Yeah.
They're like, if you see their mouth, like Marshall got one the other day. It was actually a while ago. He got one, and I don't know if it was dead or just plain dead. It was like,
Right.
But like, you see them with their mouth open and their fucking teeth. What a creepy looking animal.
They are.
And what a weird defense mechanism. It just plays dead.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get, like, it has like some sort of a panic attack and can't move.
I told you when we lived in Burbank, Janice called me once when I was at the Comedy Store and she goes, there's a hurt possum. I brought him in. He's in a box and I have him wrapped up with a towel. And I'm like, he's not hurt.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You got a possum in your house and a crazy girlfriend that doesn't understand wildlife. That bitch is going to get rabies.
Yeah. I was like, throw it out right now.
Oh, my God.
She was holding it like a baby.
Oh, my God. It's hurt. Does she know what playing possum is?
No, she never.
She's never heard of that before? Oh, my God.
I have pictures somewhere. I will send them if I find them.
Why do possums lock up like that?
I don't know.
Is there a reason for that? Why do possums play dead?
Why do possums play possum?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that is like, hey, I don't want to fight. I'll just act dead because.
But then things just eat
it's
you.
gonna eat you, I guess. Yeah, that is weird.
Unless something's not trying to, it's just trying to neutralize you.
Right.
Then you just pretend you're already neutralized.
It says it's an involuntary response of its system. It's it's its only defense mechanism, I guess.
Oh, it's like a fainting goat then.
Yeah.
Involuntary defense mechanism that somehow or another imparts some sort of natural
Most
protection.
predators don't want to eat something that's
Monster.
already dead. They want to kill it.
Oh,
I
so
guess.
they just act dead.
It's like a numbers game.
Ugliest animal in the world.
Their fucking mouths. Ugh. Just toad-eating monsters.
Yeah. That's probably the only animal that when it's a baby, it still doesn't look cute, you know?
Ugh. What a fucking creep.
Oh.
They gotta have a thumb like a raccoon.
I'd take a raccoon any day over that.
I want to send you something, Jamie. This guy had this photo of a wolf mouth on his Instagram. I was like, holy shit. Like, you don't realize what the inside of a wolf's mouth looks like.
Ooh.
How close up is it?
Oh, God.
Probably get closer than that.
Whoa.
That's pretty crazy.
That looks like your statue.
Yeah, it looks fake.
Yeah.
Well, their bones are designed to crush. I mean, their teeth rather are designed to crush bones.
Did you just send?
I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
I'll find it later. I'll send it to you. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck all those things. That's one of the things about Texas. Like, the coyotes don't howl out here as much
Yeah.
because they get shot.
Yeah.
They figured it out.
It's still. I'm close to think. No, it's not.
What?
Looks like a fake photo.
No, it's real.
I know, but I'm seeing so many Midjourney and fake like AI photos. Like it's all starting to look like it's not real.
No, there's a series of photos of that wolf.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AI stuff, not being able to know if something's real or not. Like Alex
We're
Jones
real
was just
close.
on the news yesterday about being trolled by AI, and he's like some guy from Canada.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
called him
Yeah.
with someone else's voice.
Right.
It was like Tucker Carlson or something.
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
pretty funny.
Yeah, that's the world we live in now, dude. You're not going to be able to tell within a year. There's no notice. I mean, who knows what's real, what's not? You're going to be getting news stories that are fake and they look completely real, like attacks. And I mean, the ability to pull off like a false flag attack now and things along those lines, like you just fake them. It's wag the dog. I mean, they're going to be able to do. I mean, within a year, every person that has ever recorded anything, they'll be able to get your voice and have you say anything. Like they have people calling up their parents, and it's
Yeah.
a fake kid.
It's already
saying it's
happening.
getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
Scary shit,
Now, was
man.
that a real? Because I heard that also. There was like a Facebook post about it. Like, watch out for this new scam. They have AI, and there was a story about like somebody thinking it was their mom or something and getting a loan out. And like,
So I've heard of this happening way beyond the AI stuff, which I find weird that it's because now it seems very capable of going on. But I definitely have heard this as a Facebook post story going around for a
Right.
few years. Like a grandparent was called in a
Yeah.
ransom thing, and they
Yeah.
just paid it without calling. I was like, how did they do that then? No idea.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have to do it with a fake voice back then.
They were. The claim was that it was of. It sounded like the grandchild or whatever. Like, and how are they doing that is beyond me. 5 years ago. Now it seems very easy to do. Obviously, I believe it. I don't know of a firsthand account. I've talked to someone like this happened to me. I've seen a lot of videos of people saying this happened to me. They used my voice.
Oh, wow.
So I've told my parents, I'm like, hey, don't believe
Right.
anything you hear anymore.
Yeah.
Call me first.
Code word.
But yeah, I don't know.
Isn't it wild?
to be
You have to like
honest with
send out a preemptive strike.
Yeah.
If you get anything, don't believe it. Call me first.
you. I'm reminding my mom every week just in case she forgets. Like, it's all fake.
Yeah.
Just remember it's all fake.
Yeah,
Don't believe it.
we're real close to like not having any idea what's real.
yeah.
And then with AI, the fact that AI is going to be able to answer any kind of question, but it's also programmed. So there's, AI is very woke. Like if you ask AI, like one of the things it said, is it okay? Like, should I be proud to be white? If you say that, if you ask AI, it's like, well, you don't have any control over that. Should I be proud to be black? Yes, of course. Like, yeah, it's one of those deals.
Wow.
It's like say something positive about Donald Trump. It won't. Say something positive about Joe Biden. It will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Well, that's also, it seems like human controlling.
This is something cool I saw yesterday, I think. Meta is open sourced a tool they have, and here's an explanation of what it does. So be careful for videos
Check
like
this out.
soon.
Most AI models only work across 1 or 2 modes. But our new image bind model works across 6: text, audio, images and video, 3D, thermal, and motion data. You give it input in one form, and it can relate it to any others. It works more like our own imagination. If you give it a picture of a beach, it can find the sound of waves. If you give it a photo of a tiger and the sound of a waterfall, it can give you a video that combines both. This is a step towards AIs that understand the world around them more like we do, which will make them a lot more useful and will open up totally new ways to create things. We're open sourcing ImageBind so everyone in the world can access and build on top of these state-of-the-art models. I'm excited to see.
That guy has a tech guy voice like a strip club DJ has a strip club DJ voice.
Yeah.
There's a tech guy voice.
I almost seem real, don't I?
You know what I mean?
Is he imitating Steve Jobs? Because the Jobs sort of had
More
that
like
too a little bit,
Zuckerberg.
right?
Sounds more like Zuckerberg.
That is
Yes.
Zuckerberg. That was Zuckerberg.
That was Zuckerberg?
Yeah, that's
That's him.
that's
I
why.
see that, it does sound like
I thought you were just saying that about him.
I thought someone was imitating
No,
Zuckerberg.
that was him.
Okay, well that makes sense. Zuckerberg does have the ultimate tech guy voice. The one that drives me the most nuts is the up voice. Basically, what we're doing here, you know that up speak?
Yeah.
That's like a tech sort of up speak.
I hate vocal fry.
What's that?
Oh, come on. Like girls do it all the time.
Uncut Gems.
Yeah, it's like.
Uncut Gems.
Yep.
Yeah. Vocal fry.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long before you can't trust anything in the news?
I don't think you can right now, right?
But yeah, right now it's already a little sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how long? How long before we have no idea what's real?
Good. How long before the debates start up or whatever? It's like a year?
Yeah.
Less than a year? Like that news cycle is going to be intense. Very intense. Daily. Hourly, maybe.
Let's go.
When you see AI, like when you see Zuckerberg's thing right there with AI, doesn't it seem like the beginning of a movie that like 12 years ago, like, you know, you see scientists working on things. This is so exciting. Cut to present time.
Terminator.
Fucking Terminator. Yeah. Boom, boom. Hunting down the last biologics. You know?
It's weird how all the stuff that we thought was sci-fi, it really is coming true in like its own way. It's
really is. I mean, we're real close away from robot companions. Real close. Like a decade away from people having real dolls that are their actual girlfriends. They're talking to them and having conversations with them and rubbing their back while they watch sports. Who's going to get married then? You know, if a real doll is like indiscernible from a human being and she just wants to fuck all the time, she has a perfect body and she doesn't even eat food. How many incels are just going to like just get a job so they can pay for their robot?
Did you see the scene from Terminator 2 where he explains what Skynet is? It's exactly like what's going on now.
Let's see it.
He's working on it still in this part.
Just trying to get some.
Hey. You gonna work all day?
I'm sorry, baby, but this thing is just kicking my ass.
Look how they're coding.
Miles, it's Sunday. You promised to take the kids to Raging Waters today.
I can't. I'm on a roll.
Miles, you got to go to Raging Waters, bro.
Trying to kill this in the world.
Baby, this is gonna blow them all away. It's a neural net processor.
I know, you told me. It's a neural net processor. It thinks and learns like we do. It's superconducting at room temperature. Other computers are just pocket calculators by comparison. But why is that so goddamn important, Miles? I really need to know, because sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy here.
Nag.
Is this close to ruining life? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Imagine a jet airliner with a pilot that never gets tired, never makes mistakes, never shows up to work with a hangover. Meet the pilot.
Why did we get married, Miles? Why did we have these children? You don't need us. Your heart and your mind are in here. But it doesn't love you like we do.
What kind of inner button was that?
Yeah, what kind of button was that?
I thought he explained more of it, honestly, right there, but that's what his explanation and the guys are making OpenAI to do right now. Drive Teslas for us. And
yeah, look,
the
happy
bullshit.
family about to fucking kill humanity as we know it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They all die in that right after, right?
Yeah, I feel like
the scene right before is Sarah Connor's going like, I need to find this fucking guy. Tell me everything about him.
That's right. He gets shot.
those fucking movies are. It's so odd when you go back and think of what they thought the future was going to be like then. Nobody predicts it right. Nobody gets it right. And that's why I wonder, like, what we're getting wrong. Like, what when we're thinking about what the future is going to be, I have a feeling it's going to be, we're so off base. I have a feeling whatever they invent, whatever starts getting implemented, whether it's Neuralink or something that changes the interface between humans and the web and technology, I think it's going to be bigger than all the things we've ever experienced. I think our future, like we're gonna look back, and we're the last of the Mohicans because we're people that grew up without the internet and then had the internet when we were adults, and then we're seeing kids grow up with the internet, and then there's gonna be the next thing, and we're gonna be the people that went through the whole thing together, where everybody from the future is just gonna be some weird cyborg.
Yeah.
That's where comedy's gonna die. That's where fun's gonna die. No more entertainment. Everyone's just locked into the matrix.
And drones are going around shooting people. And shit like that.
Drones are telling you, go back to your place.
Yeah.
There's a new disease out. There's a new variant. You need your booster.
I kind of think there's going to be that version's going to happen, but someplace, I don't know, pick a city, is going to stay the same. They'll be adverse to everything. But
Pflugerville.
Yeah, for sure, maybe, but like come here for no computers are here.
Yeah.
It's all manual. It's all being like almost like Amish country. Like there's nothing left. But you can go there, or you can go to whatever San Francisco becomes if it's all
for a
taken
while
over by robots and shit.
For a while, but there's no old west towns now anymore. After a while, they'll die off. No more wagons. No more horseback.
Amish are even using cell phones.
That's true. They're using cell phones?
Yeah, we looked that up.
That's right.
We were talking about that so long
They're
ago.
doing Molly and having raves.
Yeah, what is that called? Rumpelstiltskin or something?
Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumspringer. They get off. They go Rumpelstiltskin it out. They do drugs and fuck. They're only allowed to do it once, though, right? Like and then they go back to being an Amish.
Yeah, but they can last as long as they want.
Right, but they can only do it once. You can't
Right.
go back and forth.
Right.
You can't Rumpelstiltskin like when you're 30.
Why would you ever go back?
Because they miss it. They miss the community. You know, that's what it is. Like, you miss what you know. If you're used to living in a place where everybody makes their own houses and people fucking pass butter around, you want to be in that group. You don't think you could do it?
Fuck no. I grew up in Ohio, so we already kind of lived.
Their
with
worst
them.
penalty is getting shunned by the community. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. It's like, okay, all right.
Yeah, but
pretty
I
bad.
bet
No.
they have very little crime because of it. Everybody chips in, but they're also a cult. You know? I mean, it's kind of a cult.
Yeah.
What is their, what are they basing it on?
There's different groups, I believe. I don't know which
There's
ones.
different kinds of
Well,
Amish?
there's Amish, and then there's like Mennonites, and there's
Mennonites
another-
aren't the same thing?
I don't think
I think
so.
they're more Mennonites are more strict or less strict. One of the two. Well, I lived by a lot of Mennonites, and they were hardcore.
Yeah?
It stunk.
They stunk? They don't bathe?
No, they don't. They don't smell like they do. They don't wear deodorant or anything like that.
Maybe the ones you were around.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
think-
special,
I think
stinky,
it was a special kind.
stinky Mennonite.
Yeah, it would stink up the zoo.
Isn't it weird that there's like rules that you have, like no electricity, no this, no that.
Yeah,
got to keep it pure.
So stupid.
Meanwhile, COVID didn't affect them at all. Those people just fucking skated right through it. Well, first of all, they're out in the sun all the time. They're working all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine if you're a person of that lifestyle, you'd probably be pretty healthy because they're not eating processed foods, right? They
Right.
grow their own foods.
Well, you're super healthy.
Yeah.
Probably malnourished. You know, they probably
so?
don't have vitamins or anything.
Oh, because they don't take supplements, you mean?
They probably potatoes and corn every day.
Dude. I couldn't imagine living like that, but I bet if you did live like that, it'd be normal. I think people just adapt. Difference between Amish and Mennonites. Well, they share a common Anabaptist heritage. Amish and Mennonites have been separate groups within the Anabaptist family since 1693. Amish and Mennonites, this motherfucker's been rolling for that long. Amish and Mennonites migrated separately to North America, but often settled in the same areas. Both migrated in several waves, first in the 1700s and the 1800s.
Yeah,
Those fucking people that came down here in the 1700s, how gangster were they? I mean, you're just taking a chance. Taking a chance of coming to America and trying to figure it out in the woods. There's nothing here yet. I mean, what was here? Boston, Philadelphia. Like, what was here in the 1700s?
There's a few places.
Couple.
Like which part? At the end of the 1700s, I was thinking, watching that Ben Franklin documentary. Like he left and went to live in London for a while. Like
You really did?
yes, Thomas Jefferson left and lived in France for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking traitors.
When we were in London, I went by Ben Franklin's house. He He was living there for a long time. He left his
Really?
family in Pennsylvania. It's like, see ya.
He
I
did?
gotta go make America better over and be an advocate. I don't know if he was officially
Probably had a girlfriend.
I think that's what it was. I think that's what they said. Like he had a
Had another
relationship
family.
going on over there.
Or
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Back then, you'd have to send a note that you wrote with a feather, get it on a boat to get to them. How long would it take you to write a letter back then? Jesus Christ.
Have you tried to use cursive lately?
No. I don't know how.
You don't remember?
No. I can write my name.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to write a sentence in cursive, it's going to be very confusing.
Right. I tried to remember how to do Z the other day. I couldn't.
Oh, how do you do a Z?
Yeah.
That's fucking Billy Madison.
What?
Rudo.
What's that?
Billy Madison. She makes him get up in front of the class and write Rizzo on the board in cursive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, make your favorite baseball player. And he just does these little scribbles. They're like, what does that say, Billy? Is it Rururo or something?
I don't remember how to do Z's.
Yeah, cursive is on its way out. Are they still teaching
No,
that in
they
school?
stopped.
They stopped teaching.
So yeah, that's a good way that we could use in the future to contact or just talk to us. Like,
Well, cursive AI doesn't pick up. So if you want to write a note and put it on Instagram and get by their filters.
There's a Z.
What? Which one's a Z?
It's right here. He doesn't know how to do it. So that's just scribbles.
what is a real Z though?
What's a Z?
Yeah, Z cursive.
I could draw. Let me see if it just shows. I'll just type it.
Cursive Z.
Z cursive.
It's hard to
zero
explain what it
idea.
looks like.
Oh! Look what I
Three, I
did!
guess.
Look what I did!
Wow.
That's pretty close.
Wow. I would have never got that right.
There's another
Let me
one
see it
that's
again. Let me see it again. I would have never got that right.
There's another one that's weird too. Like,
I think I stopped writing in cursive the moment I got out of high school, though.
yeah, my mom still writes me cursive letters once a month and sends them to me. I'm like,
Oh,
Mom,
boy.
it's take me an
Dear
hour.
Brian, I still haven't forgiven you for the edibles you gave me. You ever slip your mom an edible?
No,
How do you think she'd handle it?
she would go to the hospital.
Definitely?
Yeah. She would panic and think it's like a religious thing. And,
Oh, like Jesus is coming to her?
Yeah.
Like the...
yeah. I gave my dad a long time ago when he came and visited me in L.A. He drank some of my wine, weed wine, and
Oh, no.
yeah, and he got fucked up.
Did he know it was weed wine?
No,
He just thought it was regular wine?
Right, he still doesn't know. Well, he probably knows now. But
And what happened?
He got very happy, laughy, and he was having a great time. Like it did exactly what it should
Did
have
you
done.
ever tell him?
No.
Why didn't you tell him?
Because he
Maybe
drank
would
a lot of
enjoy
it, and I didn't know, or I did know, or I can't remember.
It seems like he would enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still weird about that. you
Some
know?
old folks, they start finding edibles, and they go, hey,
Yeah, they love
this is
it.
pretty nice. Yeah, Ric Flair's into edibles.
Yeah.
We got his Woo Chews over there.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, he's got his own edible brand. Woo Chews. But edibles are nice. You don't have to worry about smoking.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy on the body.
Yeah.
Hook your dad up.
If he wants them, we can have them.
Send him a crate of that wine.
Have some Delta 9, Dad.
The weed wine is a weird combination.
Mm-hmm.
Like they make weed soda, weed gummy bears, weed bubble gum, weed breath spray,
Yeah.
weed wine.
Remember back in the day when like weed was not really legal yet in LA, they had like the first edibles. Like I remember people would always give you like the weed wine and like all
Yeah.
these weird like inventions.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
It was during the medical days.
Yeah.
When you used to have a medical card.
That doctor you had that
Yeah.
sold us like the zinc or something like that. We were spraying like zinc in our mouth or like some metal.
That doctor was very odd. You remember he had that thing that you attached to your ear to get you to quit smoking?
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
bitch, that is not going to work.
You bought it for me, and I'm like thinking, Joe, don't buy this. What
It's
is
like gives you like an electrical pulse to your,
Yeah, it was just
your ear.
electrocuted
I'm like,
me.
try it, bro. Maybe this will do it for you.
That was so ridiculous.
He showed me a book on how Tesla energy was used to destroy the Twin Towers. And I'm like, what? What are you saying? Did you see the planes hit them? Like, it was the most crazy conversation. I'm like, well, this is the type of person that gives out medical prescriptions for weed. Like, you're not getting, like, the best minds.
Yeah.
You know, those guys they were taking chances. like some of those guys got arrested and went to jail for it. Like in the early days of medical marijuana, it was weird because you would get arrested, and then when they would bring you to court, you weren't allowed to say medical marijuana because medical marijuana was only a state thing. In federal government's language, it was just marijuana. So literally, you couldn't say you had a license to grow it for medical patients. Like your trial, you were not allowed to tell the truth.
That's
like,
ridiculous.
Yeah, because like the federal government doesn't recognize states' laws when it comes to Schedule I substances. So all these people that are making money off of weed, it's like you're dancing this little weird line because federally it's super illegal, and yet states, I think now it's like 19 states or more have made it legal. It's like, at what point in time are they going to let that go? How many fucking people have been in jail for marijuana? I mean, it is a wild thing that we have so many drugs that are available that can fuck you up, and they're easy to get prescriptions for, and marijuana is still illegal federally.
Weren't they going to change it? Like, wasn't it Biden or somebody?
Yeah,
said he was.
They're full shit.
Too much paperwork.
Changes. They don't change shit, dude. They don't change shit. They don't change shit like that. Those are those culture war subjects that they like to like bounce back and forth. They like the left to get upset, give us our marijuana, and the right wants their guns, and then the right doesn't want you to have an abortion, the left wants to have abortions, and these culture war issues never get cleaned up because there's no benefit in cleaning them up. There's no benefit in just settle them and resolve. Even Roe v. Wade, like I thought we had that worked out, and then all of a sudden they take that. Like it's a culture war issue. Like they want people to be upset. Like they took away our abortion, and then the left is less likely to cross sides and join over to the right, even though they believe in them fiscally and economically. That right to abortion is a big one. I think there was some really wild number, like with women's right to choose, like how many whether that's a deal breaker for Democratic Americans. It's like some in the high 60%. See if that's true. How would you Google that?
Was it Democrat right to choose?
Yeah.
Believe in it or
yeah? What Democrat right to choose deal breaker? 64%, something like that.
It's fucked up that they're outlawing like Plan B though. That's the shit that bugs me. You know, think what you want about abortion, but Plan B, come on.
Yeah, like right after someone nuts in you.
Yeah,
you can't take a pill and like stop it in its tracks.
Right. The other day, I nutted in my girl, and there was so much lotion, I couldn't tell if I came or not. Have you ever had that where you're like, I think I came?
What the fuck are you doing? What does your bedroom look like? I just imagine plastic sheets and lotion everywhere.
Put down the tarp, hon.
Like, what are you doing?
Well, we
can't tell if you came or not.
Well, I got this CBD sex lube, and it just like numbs you so hard.
Oh my god. It numbs you.
Yeah, it's numb and it's warm. It's pretty cool. But
why do you want your dick numb?
I don't. We just got it. We tried it, and it was pretty good.
Don't they do make like desensitizing cream so people can last longer?
Yeah, I think
right?
it's CBD version of that.
Oh my god.
It's great, but you know, sometimes it's a little much. I don't know what's going on down there. Sometimes I'm like
Is there like a fucking dose that you use?
I just keep on squirting. I squirt like 10 times on her butt.
Jesus. Shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you? What does the fucking floor of your bedroom look like? Just oil puddles?
Ew.
I can't. No one's ever said that ever. You ever come, you don't even know if you came because there's so much lotion. Like, what? The fuck is wrong? You're doing it wrong. Everything.
I've always liked a lot of lotion. Like I would always get like a second bed, and you know, one to sleep in and one to fuck up, like at a hotel room. And we'll just get like baby oil, like a whole thing of baby oil, and just like become like aliens and like a little. It's great. It's slimy. Get slimy tits everywhere.
That's what you like?
I like it. It feels,
you like things getting all slimy?
Yeah, it's cool. It feels good.
Oh my God, I'm just imagining you.
Don't knock
Just
it.
fucking pouring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you coming back from CVS with a plastic bag filled with baby oils.
100%. I've done it multiple times in my life. That was like mostly more of a high school thing. We used to just love doing that.
Imagine those maids. They get a hold of those sheets. Like, what the fuck happened here? Jeez.
Oh, they know. I'm sure a lot of people do that.
I guess that much baby oil. I don't think that happens very often. Everybody.
Cocoa butter.
Everybody.
Yeah, a bunch of cocoa butter.
Everybody's got baby oil all over the place.
I bet it's more known.
Yeah. Brian goes to Home Depot, brings back fucking construction hefty bags, lays them over the bed.
Heck yeah.
Ugh, slip and slide.
Slip and slide.
That's what you're into? Just covering yourself up
Oh,
with oil?
yeah. It feels good when because like tits, imagine huge tits and butts. Like that's just, it's like
slippery.
Yeah, it's fun. You don't like that sensation. What's wrong with you guys?
I mean, it's nothing bad. I just have never committed to it so far.
Oh, you got to. It's fun.
Jesus Christ, Brian. What a weird way for a maid to discover your nighttime activities.
Yeah.
Walk in, just baby oil all over your bed.
It would suck to be a maid, huh? You're just cleaning up old cum stuff everywhere.
Yeah, farts. How many people are gross, too?
Yeah.
If they know they don't have to clean, they just live like animals.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good job. Mm-mm. Have you seen the fucking wave of migrants that's making its way across the southern border now that Title 42 is about to expire or pass or whatever the fuck is happening?
What's Title 42?
We should Google that just so we get an accurate description of what it is. But the migrants that are making their way across the border, it's crazy. Like just the sheer number is insane. Title 42, end of the coronavirus, restrictions on asylums. Restrictions are often referred to as Title 42 because the authority comes from Title 42 of a 1944 public health law that allows curbs on migration in the name of protecting public health. So it's because of the pandemic. The end of Title 42's use has raised questions about what will happen with migration at the U.S.-Mexico border. The Biden administration is preparing for an increase in migrants. Okay. So just go to Google what it looks like on the border at the end of Title 42 and Mexican border. But like there's some videos that show people making their way across.
Making my way across.
It's really crazy because the sheer numbers are insane. But it makes sense. I mean, if I lived in Guatemala and I knew that there was some jobs in America, there's so many people making it across. It's just happening all day long.
And to be fair, like our whole country is going through a problem with people not wanting to work anymore because of COVID. Like kids are not going back to work. Like McDonald's is closing early because they don't have enough workers. So there is jobs for certain kind of people that I think have opened up since COVID, right?
Yeah, and then there's also criminals. You
Yeah.
know, that's the problem. When you let people in illegally, you don't know if they're cartel members. You don't know if they're, terrorists from another country. You have no idea. Like that's the whole reason for legal migration is you want people to be able to have a background check on scumbags and murderers. I mean, but the fucking sheer bulk of people that are coming across here. If you lived in another country, this is the promised land. And that it just shows you, even today, as fucked up as we are, it's still a place where so much can happen. You have so much freedom. There's someone you can start your own business. You can get things popping, and you don't even have to have an ID to vote. You can vote for whoever lets you in. You can come over here, fake it. There's places that want illegal immigrants to be able to vote. Weren't they trying to do that in New York City?
I think so.
We're lucky. Someone or our ancestor took the trip. It's funny, though, that at a certain point in time, we're like, stop, no more new people.
Right.
Well,
it says
it got struck down.
Oh, they were trying to do it, but it got
summer.
struck down?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, they're out of their fucking mind. Illegal aliens voting. No, the whole idea is like, you got to become a citizen. Okay? You got to be all in on this. You can't be from Saudi Arabia and vote in America.
Right.
Like, shut the fuck up.
legalization of oil.
What?
No, meaning like people from other countries could get together and then like try to pass things that will benefit their countries. You have to.
I'm sure that's already happening.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's spies.
Yeah.
There's probably Russian agents working in the White House right now. Probably. We probably have ones over in China. It's probably like, I bet there's operatives that work in all sorts of different foreign countries that are deep undercover, that are sneaking around. They get busted all the time.
I think what it's saying, it was only going to allow them to vote in New York City elections, local ones.
When they struck that down?
Yeah.
Just imagine, what you're doing is just like you're playing to the illegals. You're just like saying, look, if I could just get them on my side, like think about the bulk of this. I have so many people, and then the liberals are all going to vote for me anyway. So I just get all these like people that shouldn't even be voting. Now I have a new group of people to harvest votes from.
Mm-hmm.
If they really wanted voting to be fair, they'd make everybody would. If you 100% couldn't fuck with voting machines, you 100% couldn't fuck with, like, you couldn't rig mail-in ballots, you couldn't do any of that. Like, what would be the best way? I would imagine it would be like your Face ID, wouldn't it?
Connected to your social security number.
Yeah, like you pick up your phone, Face ID. If you have an Android, you're fucked. You can't vote because you're stupid. So you get.
I heard something recently about that someone's doing a project. I have to look into this a little bit more, but it's called like the Doppelganger Project. He's doing research that there's something like 1,000 people in the world that have facial features that are similar to yours, and I think close enough that they could even unlock your phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that Chinese Elon Musk, I bet he could unlock Elon's phone.
That guy's cool. I saw an interview with that guy.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because a lot of people think he's fake and like AI generated, but he did an interview.
And what was he saying?
He was just saying like, I'm
a
a huge fan.
It's
I'm a
pretty
huge
nice.
fan.
I drive a Tesla. Been banging all these hoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about doppelgangers, if that's real. There's the Chinese Elon Musk. Fake Elon Musk angered Chinese fans who wanted to meet the real deal. Oh, what happened there? Oh, that's a fake Elon Musk. Oh, oh, boy. What did he do? What does it say there? He's an entrepreneur hosting an event, and his magazine says that he was expecting Elon Musk to attend, but they never guaranteed his presence. Fake Elon Musk at event. So that's the fake Elon Musk? That guy?
That's not him.
That's a really bad one.
That's a bad Elon Musk.
That's so fake.
Ew.
Yeah, that doesn't even look a little bit like Elon Musk.
Yeah.
But what about the Chinese one?
That's what I thought I was looking up.
No, it looks different.
That's him right there.
Yeah.
Jesus,
that's close.
It's good.
That's pretty goddamn close.
I think Elon said that he wants to meet him.
It's probably his son. Imagine.
Yeah.
If we went over there on a jaunt at one point in time.
Could be.
Could be.
Yeah. That was a deep fake. It's not a deep fake.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like
People, people
it's
think he's a deep fake. That's what was cool of.
Come on, Rennie.
No, it doesn't sound like
No.
Hi everyone. I'm Yi Long Ma. Money. He wants money. He's going to use the money to light his cigar. Wow. He does. You think he unlock Elon's phone?
Huh? I don't think he could. But, you know.
You think but has there been proven cases of someone being able to unlock someone's phone?
I think so. I mean, my girlfriend saw a photo of another girl the other day and thought it was her, you know, and.
Your girlfriend's Asian.
I know. But.
That's like a stereotype, buddy.
I know, but she couldn't tell. She couldn't tell. and I was like, she's like, I think that's me. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Whitney Cummings says that. There's like two people that look very similar.
The girl at the mothership.
Yeah, well, there's one girl that came to one of her shows. They got pictures together.
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
Here's some of these doppelganger guys. Like, these are people I don't think they even live in the same country.
Oh,
Those are two dudes, two women. They have the same face, not the same hair. Similar.
Pretty close, man.
Those two look pretty similar.
Wow. The fact they're not related, like, go to 100%. Oh, you're her sister. Well, there's only so many variables with facial features, right? There's probably another Ari Shaffir out there, believe it or not.
There's probably tons of them.
How about that cat that looks like Ari?
Oh, that's the best one. I found a new one the other day. Those are great.
Can't Michael Lair's son unlock his phone? He looks so much like him.
I don't know.
I think I heard that.
I don't think they pay for that phone anymore.
But I think that I'm seeing. I just googled it. This says that people can do it. So even if it could be unlocked, even if you have an evil sibling who looks close enough to you. They don't have
Really?
to be a doppelganger.
And is this with Apple phones or with Android
This is
phones?
with iPhones. I looked
Interesting.
specifically up with iPhone.
I mean, sometimes my phone's like on the table over there and it unlocks. I'm like, how did you even see me from over here?
Right.
You know, like
it's weird how good it works.
Yeah.
Like bam, it's open right there.
Yeah, here's even on Apple's website. My sister can unlock my phone, and we are not twins.
Whoa.
So maybe test it. I don't know.
Interesting. Huh. I know that Android has an unlock, but it's not nearly as secure because it's not like a 3D image of your face.
Right.
So you probably unlock with a photo.
It's definitely not as good as Face ID.
But don't you think like fingerprint's the best?
Yeah, well, the Face ID, I think I never even think about it, you know.
Right. Because it just
It
works.
just works.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think a fingerprint is I mean, they have. I'm looking at my computer right now. There's a camera looking at me. They could put Face ID on it, but they have the fingerprint scanner on it. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, maybe there's another sensor in there they can't put in here, I guess, but I don't know what does it.
It is annoying though that with iPhones it takes up so much of your screen real estate. That island and Face ID.
Yeah.
It's like that little strip is kind of whack.
They're just waiting for the under camera technology to catch up. So in like 2 years, iPhone will get rid of it.
And what is supposed to be going on with this Ultra? Like if they're gonna have an Ultra phone, like what's the purpose of that?
It's just a bigger one, I think.
That's it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I thought it had like better specs because it showed that it has better screen.
Right.
The screen has less bezel.
Right. I think that's what they're just doing what they're doing right now. Like the big one always has a little bit better features, a little bit.
So they make people buy the most expensive shit possible, like the Ultra Watch.
Just a physical mock-up.
Yeah.
So they could, make cases and shit. I don't think that they've leaked any useful use cases or anything.
But if you think about people and like their desire to always have the latest, greatest, most expensive shit, they're all gonna get the Ultra. That's probably gonna be the #1 selling phone. People, I can't believe a $2,500 phone is selling so well.
Yeah, especially if they put one of those like the M1 or M2. I guess it's M2 chip that allows you to do Final Cut or Logic. If this is what unlocks the new headset, the virtual like the AR headset, then 100% that's gonna be like.
Is the virtual AR headset a guarantee? That's definitely happening.
Supposedly
Redban
next
knows
month.
more, but yeah.
Next month?
Yeah, they have that whatever that thing they do once a year where Apple releases new stuff, and supposedly it's going to be announced next month, and it's going to have like an external battery pack, which is kind of weird. You know, you have to wear something around on your belt or something. There's not much really known about it.
Yeah, this is a picture they've shown that's the best picture. I guess everyone's agreeing is this is what it's going to look like.
I gotta piss. We'll be right back.
Do you do the tea injection yourself?
Yeah.
I talked to that guy about it the other day. He's like, you need to get on mine. You just get it sent to you.
Oh, you getting your injections at a doctor's studio?
Yeah, I go once a week. And
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I get tested once a week. He's making sure everything's cool and stuff.
Well, that's good.
And I have to get, I have to bleed. They make me bleed.
They bleed?
Yeah, because there's like a level in your blood that you have to get below. And
you have a lot of blood.
It's
extra blood.
It has something to do with. I don't know what it's called. It's like blood cells. Like you have to like too much white blood cells or one of the cells that happens from tea.
Okay.
Why do there's a video that's gone around a lot. I think it's bloodletting, right? Where they pop something in your forehead and let the blood squirt out. Have you seen that? And I don't know why people do it.
Because they're dumb.
Maybe, but do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
No.
Bloodletting from your forehead?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only know of it. I thought it was something we talked about here.
Bloodletting from your forehead. That sounds like leeches. That sounds like some old school shit.
Yeah.
Bloodletting? Like what is it called? Trepanning? Where they drill holes in heads to relieve pressure?
Yeah.
'Cause they thought spirits would get in there.
Right.
I mean,
that's bullshit.
It might not be called bloodletting, but this is the video I'm talking about. Hold on.
Why are they doing this?
See, he makes the
blood drain from forehead in bloodletting procedure.
Okay, that is what it's called.
For what reason?
I guess it's in China is where they're doing this one.
Oh, but that's like fucking voodoo shit. Why would that be good to cut your
Just
forehead?
sorts out.
God, why are we watching that?
I'm not showing it online.
Boy.
You can
Boy, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah. And I'd like it's one of those things.
Look how they have it blurred out where the blood hits the pan. As if you
Why?
can't handle it. You can handle it squirting out of his head, but you can't handle it hitting the pan. Yeah, that's stupid.
It's okay. All right.
I think that's probably just stupid. If I had to guess.
I don't know. There's something about recycling your blood, though, right? Isn't there?
Yeah, but that's not recycling
Yeah,
it. This is doing it into a urinal. Like, what is he doing? He's peeing blood out of his head.
Says it's quite common used to treat pain, swelling, or other disorders related to blood congestions.
Yeah. It's like the LA traffic in your veins.
Blood congestion? So, like, like bloodletting is actually a real medical procedure?
And I think in the case we just watched, it might have been to reduce eye swelling.
Yeah, I don't know. I do know that ever since I started doing tea, I haven't had bloody hemorrhoid anymore.
Congratulations.
It went away. And for a year, I haven't had one. And I think that was my period from all the estrogen.
Don't you think?
Like, I think I was really having a period. It wasn't a hemorrhoid the whole time.
Don't you think that some of it comes from sitting on the toilet, reading your phone?
Yeah, but I haven't stopped doing that.
Maybe the testosterone has made your butthole muscles more robust.
Yeah, maybe.
So they can handle.
I thought it was weird, though.
It seems weird to talk about it.
No, because I always joke that was my man period. And I think it really was.
I think it really was.
That's
Could
weird.
be.
That's weird.
Yeah, Ari went through that for like most of his life.
He still goes through it.
Okay, why?
I thought the same thing.
What is that about?
Maybe his estrogen's high.
Maybe. It makes sense.
It does.
Well, he freaks out sometimes. Yeah, his butt's been bleeding since he was in high school.
Yeah, I wonder if he gets his butt checked though, because I mean he's had a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, it can't be good. He's not going to a doctor.
No, you don't think so?
No.
I don't think so.
He's always in fucking Asia.
Yeah,
backpacking.
Weird.
Going on his walkabouts.
Not for me.
Yeah. Yeah, with a bloody butt. Bloody butt, walking through Asia.
I was thinking of how old your mom's house he was on, where he explained like he didn't want to poop because it was like a waste of time.
What?
When he was younger?
Yeah, I don't even think of that young.
So he just held his poop in?
Yeah, he just like forced himself to be constipated shit like once a week or something.
Oh my God, I love pooping.
Yeah, and then I'll leave out the rest.
I'm
gonna leave out the rest of the details of the story that are worse.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, it's just Ari. It gets Ari-fied.
How can one even hold your poop in?
I don't get it.
How long can you hold it in? Like, if you have to take a shit, you have to go.
Right.
How are you doing it for days?
He's like forcing constipation.
But that doesn't even make sense.
It seems impossible.
It also seems really deadly.
We can talk about it next time he's here, but if I remember to bring it up.
I don't need, why are we even talking about it now? Came over here to promote Redban's club. Not talking about Ari's butt. How many nights a week you guys open right now?
We're open every night. We have a lot of shows, but we also have a lot of open mics, and we have a lot of karaoke. We've been doing karaoke, so it's fun watching all the comics get wasted at the end of the night and just get drunk and do karaoke. And I embarrassingly did it the other day.
What'd you say?
So that's the problem. My karaoke song has always been Creep, Radiohead, but that now Chappelle says that that's his, and now I feel weird. I don't want to do it anymore. That's like,
what do you mean? It's
because he's known for that.
He sings it.
I
yeah.
know. It makes me feel weird now singing it.
Really?
So I tried.
But it's Radiohead.
I know. It's just weird. I don't know.
Okay. How about another one?
So I tried doing Lump by Presidents of the United States of America, and I fucked up because I forgot how fast that song is, and how like lump sat alone in a boggy marsh, totally emotionless, and like it's very, so I was like halfway through, I was like, why did I pick this song?
Did you just bail?
No, I changed my voice to a high pitched voice for some reason, like a woman's voice,
because it'll move faster.
Yeah. And so I started singing like, she's up, she's low, she's in my head. You know, like, it was the most embarrassing thing ever. But karaoke's like that, right? You just do Kiss songs or AC? Or,
I've only done it a couple of times. The one time we did a Kiss song at the Allison No Name morning show.
Yeah.
That was fun.
With
Sarah No Name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
Alice
song?
in the Morning?
Yeah, what was the song? It was
Love Gun.
Love Gun.
Dun, dun. Yeah. There's something funny about singing bad.
Yeah.
but I don't do it very often. I'm not interested.
Right. It's way better when you're drunk.
It's the only time to do it.
Yeah.
If you're singing karaoke and you're sober, you're a fucking psychopath. Like you're really into it. You're serious. Like,
Yeah,
what are you
that's
doing?
true, man.
What's wrong with you?
God.
Especially if it's like a romantic song. There's no one even there. Like, who are you singing to?
You're doing Islands in the Stream, both voices.
There's something weird about people singing karaoke if no one's paying attention.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's like 3 people at the bar. This one person's by themselves, all serious, singing.
Did it start like
Careless
in the 90s?
whisper.
Karaoke? Yeah, it was like I don't remember it. I mean, I was too young, but like.
Well, I guess it had to start with technology, right? Because you had to be able to see the scroll.
Right. I think it started in an Asian country, probably, right?
I think
karaoke.
Yeah.
Sounds Japanese.
Yeah. But Dimples, the karaoke place in Burbank, was the first one that moved to the United States and brought karaoke to the United States.
Really?
Yeah. And then they tore it down and made it a Whole Foods.
Yeah, karaoke kind of fell out of favor and then came back into favor, like with nostalgia, right? Because there was a time period where karaoke bars were dead.
Yeah.
And now they came back.
Yeah. And now you can get like private rooms, so you could just like you and like 5 people have like a private room with your own karaoke, so you don't have to like be embarrassing around everyone else.
Imagine that's what you want to do with your time. Imagine that's your favorite thing to do. I can't wait. We're going to karaoke tonight. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
There's a karaoke video game in 1985.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I was just looking at the history. It got the first machine was made in 1971, and then, it got popularized, I think, like through the 70s, and then 1983 or 86, a Filipino man patented the karaoke machine.
What do you think is embarrassing? What do you think about things that we do today is going to be super embarrassing in the future?
Oh, selfies and all that stuff. Or
why selfies though?
I don't know. Like taking, I don't know.
They're going to do that forever.
Yeah, you think?
They're never going to stop taking pictures of themselves. It's just hilarious watching people like try to find the right angle and.
Right. Podcasts? We might look back at podcasts like.
Really?
I don't know.
This wouldn't be embarrassing. This was like.
No.
Enjoyed by millions of people. Why would that be embarrassing?
Yeah. I'm trying to think outside the box. What, what would be.
Carrying around a phone is probably going to be it.
Yeah.
We're going to probably think that was stupid. Oh my God, they just carried around the phone. They had to type with their fingers.
They don't have the implant.
How often do you do text to type or talk to type?
Not as much as I should.
I do it all the time.
Really?
Now. It's so good. They're so good. They're so accurate.
I do it in my car whenever.
Yeah, I do it in my car too, but I do it a lot. Just like it's so much quicker than typing it. And as long as you're not saying something weird,
right,
where it doesn't know what the fuck you're saying, like some weird name of something or something like that.
My problem is you do it for notes when I think of a joke and I want to write it down real quick, and then I won't proofread it, and then there's like some weird words in it, and then it totally makes me not remember what the joke's about. Like, wait, what? Sometimes it fucks up too much.
Well, apparently Google's version of that is better.
Yeah.
Google's voice to type is better.
Mm-hmm.
Have you used it at all?
Yeah, I've used Google's voice.
You still have a Galaxy?
I have two Galaxies, or two. I have the Flip.
The Fold. Yeah.
The Flip one, the small.
Oh, you got the Flip one. Yeah.
And then I have the S23 Ultra.
Which one do you fuck with the most?
The S23 Ultra.
Yeah, that's a good phone.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cameras are fucking incredible. It's so amazing that you could film a movie off a phone now. Like, legitimately film a movie. If you do it right, like, you could watch it on television. It'd be a great movie. Like, that's completely possible now. And if they do put Final Cut Pro on your phone, how many movies are going to be made where it's shot and edited on an iPhone?
Yeah, that's what they're showing, the Apple trailer for the Final Cut Pro, where they're showing them use the iPad and film it, then edit it. And with the Apple Pencil, like, you can now draw on the film, so you can make effects. Like, if you want to have like a POW thing, you can like draw the POW and it will animate the effect. So it's like taking Final Cut Pro to another level where you can draw on it now and do effects using your Apple Pencil.
Oh, so it actually makes it better than having a computer.
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of.
Unless
you have a computer attached to a tablet, like a Wacom or something.
Right.
What's next? It's the neural interface, right? That's next.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's going to be the big game changer. That's going to be weird, man, because we're all going to want to do it because the people that do it are going to have a big advantage. They're going to be just completely connected to technology. And then who's going to be in control of that? What?
I just remembered to show you something.
Oh. Because who's going to be in control of it?
I think the wearables, like the AR, VR glasses that Apple's going to do, but not having a phone anymore and just having glasses on is definitely going to be a thing.
Think about how locked in people are to their social media, to their Twitter. Like when people get banned from Twitter, like back in the day, they were devastated. That was like an exile from the community. But imagine something like that, but that's your brain. Like you're locked into this community, a rigid community where you have to think and behave in a certain way or you get exiled.
Mm-hmm. This is what I oohed about.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Yeah, I did see
okay.
this. So play it.
Yeah.
New gameplay proves unrecord is real. Is this the name of the game?
I think the game
Unrecord?
is called Unrecord, correct?
So this is a guy clearing a room. So he's got a pistol in front of him. It looks insanely real.
Yeah, it's like body cam footage
Yeah.
angle is how it's supposed to be designed.
That's what it looks like.
So yeah, this trailer came out and
Look
it
at
freaked
that.
a lot of people out. They're like, this is too real.
Yeah.
You guys fucked up.
This is crazy. Give me some volume. I mean, everything from the brass.
You can tell it's
hitting
fake
cement.
right there, the smoke from the gun. But yeah, this
is crossing a line of realism that is like, what are we doing? Is this a game or is this a training simulator?
and they blur his faces. What a fun little thing they do. Because this is body cam footage.
This is incredible, man.
They did recently, though, make a new version of like a trailer to show people that this is a game. This is made in a like Unreal. This isn't footage from a real cop or someone clearing a building.
So this is the Unreal 4 engine?
This is is 5.
Five?
What they've been doing since we've been talking about it a few times now, it's been getting updated probably monthly with new features and new additions and new add-ons that are making the Unreal 5 even better, like exponentially better all the time. It's a free tool, so like I don't know how much time someone put in this, probably
Right.
a lot, but it could have, in theory, been made by a small group of people.
Wild, man.
Yeah, because a lot of this is just assets. Like, I want a tire image. I want a keg image.
Yeah, almost like how Beeple was explaining to us. He just goes in and finds assets online and makes
Mm-hmm.
stuff. You can start doing this.
Listen, I would have a real problem with this game. I'm having a real problem just watching it.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to be in VR, which I would imagine
Oh,
it
yeah,
is. But
it will be.
yeah.
This kind of gameplay you can easily make in VR.
Why is the person's face blurred?
Because it's supposed to be a body cam footage, and you're supposed to be watching, you know, the look of like we're watching this in court. You know what I mean? It's
Here's
like
how
a
it did look. It's a little not as clear.
Oh,
now
so
it's like updated into 4K, and it's
wow.
which means that like the trees, the sky, the building textures.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think the metaverse didn't take off? Why was that a colossal failure?
well, it's because it's. I mean, look, you know, Zuckerberg's version of the metaverse is that no one has legs. Like everyone looks like Nintendo Wii characters and stuff, and it's goofy. Where you look at like something like VR chat, which I use, you could be anything you want. You could have a scan of you and make it look super realistic. So when you're talking to somebody, you look like you're talking to a real person. But like that, see, that's actually a woman that used her phone and scanned her image into an avatar. And that's the stuff that's cool. And unfortunately, Zuckerberg and all those guys have been pushing this like ridiculous Nintendo Wii.
No, this was this was Zuckerberg. This is Meta's
Right. But that's the metaverse that you know. And he's not selling this metaverse, right? You know, he's selling this silly version of it.
So what's the silly version? Is the fact you have to have the headset?
Well,
and...
could you just type in like you know the
Oculus Worlds, I think.
yeah or whatever. That's the stuff that what he's showing is more closer to what I'm using right now, and that's you know VR chat. This is look at all these goofy characters, like. See, you have no legs. You look like a little cartoon. It looks like for kids, you know? Mm-hmm. And what you were just watching, like with that other image that is coming soon, or, you know, that's the kind of stuff that's already out there. And that I use, you know, I could be a realistic person. I could be a cartoon character. I could be anything I want. I have legs. This is just like, I don't know, for kids. It's very kids.
This is not the only thing that was available, right?
Correct.
Like,
this is just to like hang out and talk to people, I guess, right?
Right, but
There's
this
not much
is
to
what
do in here.
Zuckerberg, like the metaverse, this is his, like where he's spending billions of dollars thinking this kind of thing's going to take off. And, you know.
So here's something that I asked someone over a year ago that I didn't understand because we hadn't seen the AI stuff. There's spaces like this where I'll try to pull it back up on the screen. When this guy is like floating around in here, this is not how they did it, I'll be honest with you, but this is how it was explained to me. When you're in that world, it shows like a missile silo or something. You could be like, nope, don't make that a missile silo. I want to be on a beach. Mm-hmm. You just say that, and it'll go, okay, poof.
Yeah.
Now you're on a beach. And it's like, no, it's too cartoony. Make it more realistic.
Right.
And it'll be like more realistic beach.
Right.
And that's how some of the metaverse stuff is supposed to be. It's not here yet, though. And I don't know how long it's going to take to get here.
But isn't a barrier to entry just the putting on goggles? That's a lot of people don't want to do that.
Right. Well, it's also makes people sick. It also, you know, a lot of problems, and that's mostly based off frame rate. So, like, if you're using something that is poorly made, like software, like an app, and you put it on, and the frame rate's shit, then you're just going to get sick immediately. Or
is it too low a frame rate?
Yeah, too low a frame rate, you start getting sick.
So it just confuses you?
Yeah, it just makes you feel like uneasy, like, you know, when you're spinning on a carnival ride or something, and your stomach starts getting a little...
That makes sense where if your eyeballs are seeing something that's blurry and fucked, your mind might say, oh my God, you're sick, you should throw up.
Exactly.
You ate something bad, you're dying.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
here's something I'll show you. It's tough. There's not a lot of content, and Facebook may be fucking up by not showing this stuff more. So Canon made this dual fisheye lens. I'm pretty sure it's the only one that's out there right now.
Right.
That allows you to shoot content to be watched in these headsets. Mm-hmm. And when it's done right, which hasn't been done right very much, but when it is done right, it's fucking amazing. It is wild how cool it looks. But there's not a lot to look at right now, and you have to put the headset on to see it.
Right.
But things in front of you look like you should just reach out and touch them, and they're in high definition quality.
It seems like every iteration of these things, we're always waiting for the one that's like, that's it. Like if you go back to when VR was first talked about, it was like the 80s and 90s. Remember, they thought that was going to be a thing. You put on the goggles, you're in another world. But technology wasn't really there. And then all of a sudden with Oculus and with the HTC Vive, okay, we're getting real close. Now we're getting real close. But it's still like... not quite.
That's what they. That's what they.
90s.
Yeah, that's what they think Apple is going to do with their headset. It's going to be that cool, supposedly.
This is VR in the 90s. So
yeah,
they probably thought this is the beginning. We're getting ready, and this is going to be the future.
And even to use this, you had to be in a big pod, like those pods we almost want to use now. But the pod was just to track you. Like if you went out of the pod, it wasn't reading you. Anything inside the pod, it read, and you had to have all sorts of cables and wires and things connected to you.
Still though.
Where did they have this at?
They did at COSI.
Okay.
So this is in the 90s. And here we are, 2023. It's still not quite. You would have thought that would have taken off.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what the headset looks like. Which they still have these things in, arcades all over the place. The graphics got a little better, but
one of the things they think they're going to be able to do is recreate psychedelic experiences. They think they're going to be able to make a VR psychedelic experience so you could trip balls without having to do any drugs, and it'll have the same effect on your mind.
I do a pretty good version of it, like, all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah. The thing I play all the time, I have a character that you could do DMT, acid, mushrooms, and stuff like that, and you take it, and you start seeing a little bit of trails on your hands, and then the more, you start seeing more trails. Like, it's... pretty good. And you could do DMT where there's like fucking like Buddhas coming out of the ground like that look like lasers and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah. It's sometimes we'll just listen to music, get high, and just do that for hours.
And what are you using? What is this?
This looks like Unreal, but someone's made a shroom trip. It
yeah.
looks fun.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
This just goes on for a few minutes. Yeah, there's just different visuals and stuff.
How many grams did you say that is?
Yeah, see, I love that lighting effect where it's like clouds, shadows. Whoa.
Maybe this is a real video, then they fucked with it.
Yeah, I think this is
a real dog.
Yeah, this is a real video.
The dog knows you're tripping.
That's cool.
So what are you using?
I'm using VR chat, which is like the good version of what Zuckerberg's trying to do.
And VR chat is connected how? Like you're using a PC?
It's free. You could actually use an Oculus for it. You're not going to get that great of graphics, but I'm using like a really high-end PC and a Valve Index headset, and it's VR chat's free. And it's kind of like, you just download it, you make your character or whatever, and then you go, hey, I want to go to Disneyland, or hey, I want to go on a beach, and you just type in beach, and it's like Google, and they'll show you all the worlds you can go to. And then you go there, meet up with your friends, do acid on the beach or whatever.
And the graphics are really high end?
Oh, yeah. It's each level is made by a different person, so there's like good versions of it and bad versions of it, realistic versions of it.
So this is like the real cutting edge.
This is way more popular times a lot, than Zuckerberg's stuff.
Really?
And this is
like
free.
How many people are using this?
It's one of the largest user base of a multiplayer game on Steam.
Yeah, there is another thing which I don't like. You're hung up on that headset. You don't. Maybe today you do, but you're not going to have to use the headset. You'll be able to play with me and Brian if we have our headsets on just through a browser like this. Like
you can do that right now.
Yeah, you don't have to put the headset on.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can play it like a video game.
Yeah, or a chat room.
Now, what is the best version of graphics? Like these things are all made by different people, right?
Yeah,
so what's the best version?
So if I were to play this right now with you, I have bookmarked like all these worlds. So like I have the best world to go to if you want to be in a beach, best world if you want to be on the moon, best so. Like look at this bar. This kind of has good lighting and stuff, but it almost looks like a nice realistic bar. And look at that character. See, like that's somebody that scanned themselves. It looks like.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
How weird.
And so now you look back at what we were just watching with Zuckerberg's, metaverse, and it's so silly compared to this, like graphic wise. It's like you can be anything in it you want.
Yeah, but isn't the metaverse stuff, the Zuckerberg stuff, capable of doing things like this?
Yeah, it's just that's why it's not working though. Like look at that. That looks like a real ice bin for popsicles, like at a convenience store. That's not the graphics you're seeing on Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg's is very cartoony, very kids kind of feeling.
But is that for all of them or just different software applications?
Well, like you could play this on the headset, but the metaverse it is the Facebook. Like they're trying to get you into that metaverse world, and that's what's failing.
But it's other stuff in the metaverse, like with the Oculus that they have these virtual tours.
Yeah, but that's not like the metaverse. That's like you can play. The headset's just like a computer, pretty much. So you can download anything on it.
So the metaverse is like a walled garden.
Metaverse is like what we were just watching VR chat, where it's kind of like a chat. Get
that's
together
the
with your
real
friends.
metaverse. But what Zuckerberg was trying to do, you're saying, is like a walled garden. Like they were making it very specific to these apps. They were going to have these kind of cartoony things.
Right. The metaverse is doing it through all these characters and stuff like that. I don't know. It's so hard to explain because it's they made it confusing as fuck,
But if anybody can't explain, if you can't explain it, nobody can explain it.
Right,
You
that's a
love that
lot of the
shit.
problem. It's VR's taking off. The metaverse is just not taking off because Facebook wants you to live inside their world, and
it's a world that they create, though.
Right.
So that's what I mean by a walled
yeah,
garden.
well, yeah.
So it's all their stuff.
And it's also very stylistic.
I kind of feel like if I've been having the problem, if I haven't come across anything yet that like Brian and I couldn't explain or show you in less than 3 minutes, then they haven't fucking figured it out yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
We're not there yet. So like I'm like, I don't know. It seems close, but it seemed close for 4 years. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with every iteration of the virtual reality world, it's like this is going to be it, but it's not.
I don't know how much the pandemic would have slowed down production. I feel like it did fuck up some stuff while they were all working in offices doing stuff, messing with these headsets. Because they have shown some behind, like, there's a video Zuckerberg has, I think, on 60 Minutes. They were showing some behind-the-scenes prototype headsets. Mm-hmm. They have a thing that's it sticks out from the head, like the eye area. It's ultrasonic sound waves that are pointed at your mouth. And the lady that they had try, maybe it was a guy. They said they could feel raindrops on their mouth.
Jesus.
And that was recreated with sound waves.
Yeah.
Physically touching you. But that's not anything they have commercially available. It's just like an in-house demo. And that sounds fucking cool too. But
it seems like it's the Neuralink. It seems like it's some sort of neural interface. When that hits, then all this shit's gonna make sense.
Mm-hmm. And that's even scarier because you don't know what you're seeing is real or not. You know, that's sci-fi movie shit.
Yeah, you're gonna walk right off the top of a building.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you get hacked somehow or trolled and like you go into traffic, you know.
Yeah.
That's scary as fuck.
Well, I mean, the future is always going to be scary when it comes to things like this. Just technology in general. There's going to be some mistakes.
they also announced new Black Mirror episodes coming that are going to probably scare us
June.
all some more.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I haven't watched all the ones that exist.
Same.
I can't get anybody to watch them with me. I have to watch them by myself.
You
Nobody
come
in my
over,
house.
Joe. Come
Oh,
over.
sweet. I got to truck out to the woods.
Yeah.
Are you going to move closer, you think?
I'm going. I think I might get a studio apartment downtown or something.
Yeah.
Just because there's just why not? Just have like a nice little studio, and friends in town they could use it, you know. But then I could also like, hey, it's 2 a.m. Might as well just stay here. I have to be here tomorrow, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot of people love that. They like Tony loves living down there.
Yeah.
He loves it.
I don't know if I want to live there all the time though.
Some people love that urban sort of experience.
Yeah, not me.
I've always been a suburb guy.
Me too.
Yeah.
My neighborhood's so quiet. Everyone's working, or
Yeah.
you know, at 9 o'clock, it's pitch black. Like it's quiet and pitch black. I could just go out there and hear nothing except animals. You know.
Yeah, I like that.
Me too.
I think living in the city is probably fun, but you know, Tony's like he just wants to do stand up every day. Just wants to roll out of his place, go to a Starbucks, get a coffee.
Yeah.
Work
Some people
out.
are like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm more. I like relaxation and.
Every time I go to New York
peacefulness.
City, I always imagine, could I live here? And I'm always like, I don't think I would like it.
I could never live there.
Some people, that's the only thing they love. They love it more than anything. They love, like Ari. He loves the energy. He loves being around all the people.
I also don't like living in buildings like you know like when you live in like a tall building and stuff. I don't like that feeling. You know, burning inferno. The time when we were in the hotel fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. That's a scary moment.
Yeah.
When people are walking too slow down the stairs, and you're just ready to go over the top of these motherfuckers.
Dude, I was panicking.
Yeah, you should be.
And remember we went down to like the second floor and we saw all that smoke and it was just the fire extinguisher or something.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, that's what it was. Some jackasses got
Yeah.
drunk and set off a fire extinguisher, and they had to get everybody out of the entire fucking building.
And Joey Diaz, I took the elevator, dog. I don't
like
care.
a doctor. Like a doctor.
I would probably take an elevator too.
Probably doesn't seem like the worst idea as
Yeah.
long as the power doesn't go out.
Right.
You know?
It seems like that's some kind of myth that they don't want everyone to pile into the elevator or something, or
I don't know.
you get stuck there if you lose power or something.
Yeah, you don't want to get stuck. You don't want to get stuck in the elevator if it loses power.
Ooh.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And then the building's on fire and you can't get out. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe that's it.
Did you see the video of the elevator, the counterweight fucked up?
No.
And, you know, instead of going down like a lot of
Oh, yeah.
elevators you're afraid of,
Yeah.
it fucking went up at a high speed.
Really?
Yeah, show the video. It's fucked up. I hate elevators. Even in the elevator at the mothership, I refuse to go in it.
It's very slow.
Yeah, I don't. Even if it's any kind of elevator.
The elevator at the mothership is so slow, it seems broken.
Right. If you got that shit
So
checked,
slow.
maybe it's.
We did. Got it totally fixed. It's all totally replaced.
This
Wow.
one? This is 8 years old. I don't know if this is. The
I think it is. It was an old video.
Yeah, it is. It is. It just went viral again.
Yeah.
So it gets on it, and look, it's just fucking going out of control. It says it goes up 30 floors in 15 seconds.
Oh my God.
There's no sound. Show the crazy part.
That would freak me the
and then
fuck
they don't
out.
Show it.
What was the crazy part?
Like you see it crash.
Oh,
It's
no.
flying up.
They're not going to show the crash
Not
part?
on here. I don't know why. It's been going around.
You
Oh,
think
there's
you
another
can't
one.
handle it?
There's another one.
Maybe it's here. Caught on tape.
Oh, maybe.
Skip ahead. Boom.
Oh, Jesus. So it gets all the way to the top, and he gets... Oh, shit, he got wrecked.
Fuck.
Is that guy alive?
I don't know. This has been going around. There's a lot of people standing near trains. I've been seeing they're like walking next to a train. They just get jacked by the train. Like they're walking too close to it. For social media posts, they're saying.
Look how the door opened, but the elevator's still moving. Fuck, bro.
No. I wouldn't even know what to do. I would probably lay on the ground.
What can you do? Boom! When you hit the top, that dude must be dead.
So I've never seen that happen before. That scared the shit out of me after I saw it.
Elevators are fucking terrifying.
hate
So are
them.
escalators.
Yeah.
People fall through and get chewed up by the gears.
Yeah. I never thought about that, but then that one video came out of the woman falling through.
That's why regulations are important, kids. You need regulators. When it comes to that kind of shit, you need inspectors. All right, Brian Redban, let's wrap this bitch up. Tell everybody the club name.
Sunset Strip Comedy Club. It's on 6th Street, next door to Joe's Club, and it's Sunset Strip ATX. We have the roast battle now. We have a bunch of shows. I bring in my secret show there starting the 18th of this month. We have a lot of people from out of town. And,
This Bitch and Friends.
and yep, Kim
tonight.
Congdon tonight, Sarah Weinshank.
Nice. They were just on the podcast yesterday.
Yeah, Holtzman's going to be there Saturday.
Nice.
Casey Rocket and David Lucas.
Nice. Beautiful.
Yep.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Good luck with that.
Thanks, buddy.
Let everybody know what's the website.
SunsetStripATX.com.
Okay, and Redban, right? It's on everything?
Yeah, Redban.
On Twitter, Instagram.
Yep.
Do you still use Facebook? Argue about politics?
No, I don't really use Facebook too much. Once in a great while, I'll just use it to check in on.
Are you fucking with any of the other ones? Like, what's your profile on Truth Social?
I tried to get Truth, but their servers were down.
Really?
Yeah, and I never got it. Blue Sky is when I'm trying to get an invitation code. Hey, Zuck.
That's the Dorsey one.
Or no, yeah. Hey, Dorsey.
Jack Dorsey.
Give me that invitation code.
What are they doing with Blue Sky? Is that
Blue Sky is Twitter. They're have you seen the screenshots of it? It looks just like Twitter.
Does it?
And I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. I like Jack.
what is he doing differently with it?
I don't think there's anything different. I think he pretty much
It's the way the back end works.
Yeah.
Remember how someone was just in here explaining that you could take all of your shit with you? I forget who, maybe on mine.
Adam Curry?
No, Bill Ottman was explaining about
right.
that whole back end stuff that was way over my head.
Yeah.
Something like that. They have an ability to take all your content with you if you want to leave.
Interesting.
Right.
Trying to find a picture of it, but it's not showing on there.
Yeah, it's supposedly
Some sort of decentralized, uncensored version of it.
Yeah, see, it looks exactly like.
Oh my God,
it.
it's Twitter.
Yeah, and
It even has a repost thing.
The graphics are the same, and I think Jack changed his tune on Elon, and I think that's why he's doing this.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people soured on Elon.
He announced yesterday that Twitter's DMs are going to turn encrypted starting like today or something.
Interesting.
Like, so no one, not even I, could see it if there's a gun to my head.
Interesting.
And
Well,
that's
that's
something
good.
about phone calls and all sorts of
Or
stuff.
he's a Fed. It's a trap.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a Fed. I think he's an alien.
Yep.
If anything. All right. That's it. Let's wrap it up. SunsetStripATX.com.
Yep.
Redban on social media.
Yep. Check out Secret Show. It's moving there next Thursday, the 18th.
Beautiful.
Every
All
Thursday.
right. Bye, everybody.